Hey everyone.
What?
You turned off the 48V.
Oh, maybe I
Nicolas.
did. Maybe I did.
We've been 4 minutes here.
Maybe.
Nicolas.
What?
I just saw that they were saying, hey, no audio, no audio, no audio.
I mean,
And I was going for the water. So.
It's that little moment at the beginning that.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, that's totally fine. It's 4 minutes. 4 minutes in mute mode. That's perfect.
Well, we had such a speech.
So bad because we said so many amazing things. You know, so many discoveries from yesterday with acrylic. It was amazing. Can't believe it. So, no.
I have to do the post to check it out.
No, that's always on me. So that's I'm fine with it. If I'm okay with it, then, it's fine. So let's see.
What were you talking about?
I don't even know. No, I was saying how the title for today's painting is a little weird. But when you kind of think about it, it's not that weird. It kind of goes, it's sort of growing from the exercise that we were doing last week where I was painting from imagination. And I thought it would be easiest for me to at least have some sense of footing. So the ground was provided by painting my father, my mother, and this kind of weird character that I did of myself with my head on a fishbowl and I'm kind of feeding myself. And I had a blast doing that. So I've been thinking about if I had to turn my loved ones into characters. What would they look like? What would they be? And today it's going to be Samu, and it's going to be super easy. I mean, the reason I think it's going to be very apparent that I'm doing Samu as a hair CTHULHU is because he's got like a mop of hair, wonderful lush hair. He's got really good hair. I never had hair like that, so I'm super happy that he's got that nice head of hair, which is fine. If he didn't, I'd be fine. I'd be like, hey, you're gonna be like me, and I'm super cool. So it's good. But so it's gonna be just a full head of hair, and I had this little idea that it's probably. I mean, I'm sure probably somebody has already made it, but I haven't seen it, so I don't think like I'm copying anything, but probably it's out there already. But what I thought was like he could have, like this is going to be just a full head of hair, just covering his face, all over his face. So like a shepherd dog or something like that. And it's as if you had like clumsily cut out like little eyes and then like taped them on top of the hair. So I want to have those eyes, like super clumsy eyes, not like realistic, just like kind of, a drawn iris, kind of like a dark iris, and that's about it. So very, very simple. They almost look like a symbol of an eye rather than an actual eye. And they're gonna have like this strong cast shadow. So that's what I'm imagining. Just, this kind of cut out, strong cast shadow on top of this mop of hair and maybe a hoodie. So that's going to be the painting for today. That's kind of what I envisioned for today. I've never quite painted hair from imagination. So I don't have I don't have a formula of how to paint hair. I don't have an idea of how to paint hair. But I know I've painted hair probably hundreds, of times. If not, hundreds, not thousands, but for sure hundreds. And drawn it probably even more. So I'm hoping that I can just feed upon whatever, memory I have of those moments that I painted it and see what happens here. So that's going to be my plan. And that's about it. And we're doing acrylics like yesterday. So it's going to be, I think I'm not going to say boulder. Somebody commented yesterday that it was weird how I opted for a sensitive painting, I guess, because it was very washy, and I was saying how it was with like Gwen John watercolor-esque vibe to it. And I was very happy with that, with the character of a very soft, very, very soft, transparent acrylic. And somebody said, wow, it's weird that, acrylic lets you be bold and you chose to be sensitive. And I don't know if, I'm choosing those things, but I'm also discovering them as I go along. And yesterday, I don't know if bold is what my brain goes to immediately when I think about these acrylics. Maybe there's better paint. Maybe there's fuller paint. Maybe if I'm painting on a different substrate, for sure that's different. Maybe if I'm giving myself the chance to do more of an indirect painting, that probably changes my outlook. But for now, I don't associate that idea of like impasto-y, brushy, kind of energetic, expressive boldness. I didn't really associate it with yesterday's painting. I thought of it much more as a subtle, controlled, kind of well organized. It was very fresh looking, but it was very methodic. It was very organized. It was almost like a very soft puzzle, in the making. So I don't know. We'll see what we can do today. We'll see, but. And we'll see if I'm able to recognize maybe a bit of a different character. But I think yesterday was very telling to me because it just showed me a version of acrylic that maybe I didn't really anticipate. So it was actually pretty cool in that sense.
I was checking that the audio was on.
I think, yeah.
No, I'm joking.
No, you know what it is? I had to try, because every time, you guys can tell me this. I'm going to do it for like 5 seconds so it's apparent. So
But
if
wait,
you guys have
'cause
like...
I want to have the headphones to see.
Oh, so you could tell me then.
Okay.
So tell me if when I touch my mic, because I noticed, I opened it up and I noticed that there were some screws that were a bit loose.
Okay.
Maybe cables were like touching the frame. I guess I would call this the frame or whatever this is called, the shell.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I was getting some, because I'm getting some humming when I touch it. So let me know if it hums. It's gonna be super apparent.
Nope. No.
No?
Nope.
And maybe not you, but everyone else. Let me know. If not, I think it was the loose screws. Or I'm going to say it. Yeah, I'm going to convince myself that was it.
Yeah. Oh, so you turned off everything?
Yeah. So when you plug and unplug a microphone, when it has like this phantom power, it's not. I've read that it's not terrible. Like it won't be terrible for the mic. But I've also read that it's not good if you just kind of hot unplug it and plug it, when the 48 volts are on, because it can ruin the microphone. So
so there's people saying it hums.
Oh,
there's
there we
people
go.
saying no humming.
No, but as soon as
Very, very, very slight hum.
yeah,
Said
so
Matthew.
that's what's going on. So maybe the mic is not.
Do it again, because I don't.
I heard it. I actually heard it when we've recorded, and I noticed it the other day. I noticed it super quickly.
Nothing here.
Turn on your.
I have it in the maximum.
The volume?
Yeah. Oh,
Which
here?
one? Yeah. Turn that one. Yeah, turn that up.
Go.
Okay. You're probably going to notice it now.
No.
Really?
Is this? No, wait.
The smaller knob, not the smaller knob, not
I
the
was
larger
moving
one.
the monitor.
The larger one you can turn down all the way
Okay.
down. So turn the smaller one, like almost like halfway up,
Oh,
like
yeah,
12
yeah.
o'clock.
So do it. Oh, a tiny, like, static, maybe?
It's a hum. Yeah.
But
it's
tiny.
Yeah. That's always like a problem with the
No.
microphone. I think these
Well-
microphones are good, but they're cheap.
But I think you are maybe oversensitive.
Oh, no. Humming is
To it.
terrible. No.
Because I've never heard it.
Yeah, I started hearing it, and something must have happened. I don't know what it is, but, what are we going to do?
But I think it's funny that there were people. Carlos Taylor said, I don't think she realizes she's actually on LOL. Because I stood up to go for the water.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
maybe
yeah.
they thought it was like
Oh no.
live without
We were
we
talking.
noticing.
No, we were talking about everything.
Yeah. Mm, eh, so let's see.
So we apologize for that, but come on.
No,
You
it's
guys are already used to that with
Yeah.
us. So
it's fine.
that's our motto.
Yeah. Enero dice, hola Nicolás y Dani, felicitaciones por su hermoso trabajo. Me
Muchas
gustaría
gracias.
preguntar si Nicolás prepara el papel antes de pintar con óleo o acrílico. Muchas gracias.
No, el papel es crudo, incluso ahorita es muy evidente. No sé si, como estoy usando un poco de agua, no mucha, pero y este papel que tiende a ser como un papel multimedia, o uno lo podría caracterizar como un buen papel multimedia, aunque no es tan grueso, se está pandeando bastante. Entonces, ahí es donde uno se da cuenta que el papel no tiene nada, no lo he sellado, es crudo.
Y para óleo tampoco.
Exacto, estoy haciendo la misma omisión que decido hacer para pintar con óleo.
Veliko Djuric said, I cut my hair today and in one moment I looked in a mirror and all I saw was hair and ears. Ha ha ha.
That's cool, that's cool.
Matthew Bunker said, hi guys, I missed the last half yesterday as I had a work issue but hoping to listen while I work today.
Oh, awesome.
Looking forward to seeing what Nicolas creates.
Oh, I am unsure of it myself, so we'll see.
Tani said, I missed the stream yesterday but I'm happy to catch this one. Let's see. Gaby dice, Oli, 2 días seguidos que alcanzó a verlos pintar, qué dicha.
Uy, Gabriela, muchas gracias.
Sí, Gaby está marcando asistencia. Mi prima Kakeiro está acá. Kakeiro es la que tiene la alumna con la asistencia dorada.
Sí, se va a ganar el diploma
Estrellita, sí. Grey Jiménez dice Chewbacca y un corazón.
Puede ser. Vamos a ver cómo evoluciona la imagen.
Cody said, oh hey, I didn't expect to see you guys this early. Good morning.
I know. We are
surprise.
Yeah,
Good morning.
Yeah. No, we try to help. Thank you. So cheap brushes are great, but sometimes you realize they're cheap. So.
So let's see. Vincent is saying hello, Danny and Nicolas. Hi, Vincent. Jair Piñero said, hey all, happy birthday, Danny. Sorry I missed your birthday stream. That's fine.
Okay, but
and
that's
thank
2
you so
days.
much.
Come on, that's
Danny's birthday month.
no. Okay,
So.
that's a month day. Then. It's not.
What?
Yeah, I mean, we got to stop at some point.
When the month ends.
Okay.
Cody said, haha, nothing a little super glue can't fix.
For the microphone?
No, for the brush.
For the brush.
Yeah.
And maybe the microphone.
No.
You know, who knows? Who knows?
Yuan said 4 minutes of Nicolas talking about not talking.
That was very is artsy of us. Sometimes we have that artsy part that we have to nurture. We have to take care of that. So
Well, the thing is that sometimes we have that artsy part, and sometimes that artsy part has us.
oh my
like
God.
this.
Okay.
That was super artsy, but
Okay,
I
we
think
started.
you know
We started.
you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe we want to
it wasn't intentional. but
why weren't we muted? when
Art
we said-
had an intention,
Oh God.
and that happened. Matthew Bunker said,
yeah, please.
I listened to the rest of your broadcast last night about heritage acrylics. They're hardily?
Hardly?
Dice heartily. Hardily?
Heartily?
Heartily.
Oh.
Heartily?
Well, heartily, yeah.
Heartily pigmented like oil.
Okay.
When mixing, they have a gritty feel like oil.
Oh,
They
wow.
have very long work time.
Oh,
That's
wow.
cool.
Yeah. These don't. These feel like little plastic blobs.
Yeah, no, they're
like
talking
soft
about
plastic blobs.
the one the brand they suggested
Okay.
about the person who studied with Bob Ross.
Yeah. Yeah, these are, I mean, I wouldn't say bad. It's just that these kind of feel what I expect acrylics to feel like. Like in my ignorance and in my lack of experience, these kind of feel what I remember acrylic feeling like.
Oh, Matthew said sorry, heavily. So it was heavily
Oh, there we go.
pigmented like oil.
Okay. But
I
heartily,
like the heartily.
I like the heartily too.
Yeah.
It's like they're done lovingly, so
Yeah,
they put a lot of
heartily.
pigment.
Yeah. Cody said, I meant the brush. I have a bunch of brushes I used to loan to students if they forgot theirs or whatever, and I am always using super glue in the ferrules to keep the handles on.
Yeah, always lending the cheap ones, huh, Cody? Yeah.
Darian Gallardo dice, hola chicos. Hola Darian.
Hola, Darian.
Matthew Bunker said,
El tapón del Darian.
uy, fatal. Matthew Bunker said, you're doing great, Nick.
We'll see. We'll see how this what this ends up looking like. I'm not sure. I kind of really like the sketchy quality of it. I feel like I'm doing watercolor, but I've always been super scared of doing watercolor. So this is good.
You should try it again.
Watercolor? Yeah, I should. I should actually.
I don't know why when you described it, I thought the hair was gonna go like here until the nose.
Okay.
And then that was the mouth and Samu.
Yeah, no.
No, it's cool because from your description,
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a little bit different.
That's a good thing. But
Yeah.
do you know, have you ever seen Cthulhu monsters?
No.
No?
They
Take
are...
a look at I'm sure you've seen them, and maybe you don't know that those are Cthulhu monsters. They're pretty cool. I think my brother had one, like a sculpture of one at his house. I don't know if you remember that.
This one?
No, just look for that one, for example. That's a Cthulhu. That's
Okay.
a Lovecraftian Cthulhu. There's always like tentacles and like appendages, like
Okay.
it's just like imagine like an octopus face. you know.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I know this is not the one you're describing, but
No,
it kind
no.
of looks like the one of the visual correspondence.
Yeah, that one does.
Cody said, ha ha ha. Yeah, well, it encourages them to bring their own brushes.
That's good. That's good. No, I'm making fun, but when I was a teacher at university in the old, not in the old, but do you remember, Danny, when classes were in the basement?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dark time for the faculty, but
It was in the Derecho, how do I say
yeah,
Derecho? The faculty of
law faculty. I
law
guess?
faculty.
Yeah,
Basement.
in the basement.
Yeah.
But because this is while they were building this new building that is fantastic. But anyways,
But I think they started. I mean, it wasn't like we were there because they wanted to do
yeah.
a
That was the
building.
reason.
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no.
of course it was.
No,
Yeah, of course.
no.
Well, yes.
Was it?
yeah.
No, because I remember the
No, that was the only
construction
reason.
starting later.
Yeah, but maybe they were just they had no construction had started at that moment, but maybe you didn't see the building going up, but they had to
Maybe because I think we've
excavate everything and put
yeah.
all the
I thought that we
pillars
were
and-
there because we outgrown the faculty we had.
No, it was terrible. It was really terrible.
Yeah.
But there were closets there that you would keep stuff. So I had probably hundreds of brushes that I just didn't really use, but it was exactly the same thing. Like a lot of people would show up to class and they were like, "Oh, I didn't bring my brush." So I brought my, ugly brushes. I mean, you could still paint with them for sure, but I was like, "Okay, I'm going to leave this bag here if you need a brush, take it. Just put it back when you're done. And I left that bag there for probably 2 semesters. And then it disappeared.
Yeah, I was going to say, did they last long?
The put it back part wasn't quite respected, I feel.
My cousin said, "Ooh, I remember those classes there. I had a painting class there."
Really?
Oh, I didn't know you
like an elective, probably.
opted, for one of the painting classes.
Oh, you know which one probably it was? Watercolor.
No, there was another one because I realized that there was a teacher. I don't know if you remember her, but she was a teacher that teach painting, but for people that were not in the art faculty.
I remember her. Dark hair.
Yeah, because people
of short freckles. Kind of. Yeah,
because if you were not enrolled in the art faculty, you couldn't get the painting class from the art faculty.
Right.
But the ¿cómo se llama eso?
Disciplinary, maybe?
Sí, algo así. My cousin said, "Yes, I had watercolor classes there. I took them for about 3 semesters." Ooh.
Yeah, Hector gave those. Yeah, he did.
¿Don Héctor?
No, Héctor Daliman.
Yo iba a decir Don Héctor.
No sé si Caquero se acuerda
Héctor
del profesor.
Daliman. Ay, yo lo tuve a él en otras clases.
Era muy querido.
Muy
Un
querido.
poco bravo, hay veces bravo, pero...
No, conmigo no era
pero
bravo.
muy querido, era muy querido.
Es que yo creo que era bravo porque había gente que se tomaba la clase de recocha. Héctor said, "Did I?"
Oh, OG Héctor?
Yeah. Ha, maybe I did. So Héctor Acuña is asking. Sí, Gaby dice, yo vi con él materiales de pintura, era un sol. Sí, yo también vi esa. Muy dulce. Era bravo con algunos alumnos, pero justificado tendría que decir. Porque había gente que no llevaba materiales, no llegaba temprano.
La zapa.
Pero eso pasó hace como 6 años.
La zapa.
O más. Sven Schart said, "I'm confused. What are you painting?"
Oh, I'm confused too. Don't worry. I mean, the confusing part is always...
there.
Yeah, come on. I think maybe the title can be...
kind of an idea.
Well, it could help or it could be very misleading. I am between either or.
Tarek
Yeah.
MRK said, "What are your biggest influences when it comes to how to approach the process of painting?"
That's a loaded question. That's a big question. Approach. I don't know. I used to have like a very systematic approach to painting, I guess. And it was very much so like old illustrator type of construction of painting. You know, whatever you would see, think of Norman Rockwell or N.C. Wyeth or Dean Cornwell, like that sort of construction of painting, which is pretty much what you would get with Loomis. If you read Loomis, like that's, you know, that's what I kind of went for. But with the passage of time, I would say I'm gonna be bolder today to see if I can go in and out of the paint. It's gonna be different, but I want to see if I can try something else out. Anyways, but I think with the passing of time, I became it became freer. So maybe I didn't have to do an underdrawing. Maybe I didn't have to do an underpainting. Maybe I could just go straight to paint. Maybe I could paint and then draw. I don't have to draw and then paint. So I don't know. Things changed, I feel, with time. So now I have no structure, as it is very apparent here. And I enjoy it thoroughly, I feel.
Jair dice, pero ¿quién puede ser bravo con Dani? Todo el mundo. Y yo puedo ser brava.
¿Quién puede estar bravo con...? No, pues... No,
o sea yo sé
si
que lo dice como algo muy dulce.
Como algo muy
muchas
bonito,
gracias.
Sí.
Y estoy molestando yo.
No, pero todo el mundo tiene un temperamento. Sí. O sea, cualquier persona y no está mal ponerse bravo. O sea, no O sea, Dani se pone brava y yo también muchas veces me pongo
Hoy me
bravo.
estresé, hoy no me puse, bueno, me puse brava conmigo misma. Les voy a contar, porque estaba jugando Wordle. Pero me estresé mucho porque traté de poner una palabra, es que no quiero decir la palabra por si alguien no lo ha hecho para no dañarlo. Traté de poner una palabra y puse enter y no me la aceptó y es una palabra que obviamente existe. Entonces le dije a Nicolás, oye, puse esa palabra y no me la aceptó y me dijo, a ver, y yo la puse y puse enter y sí me la aceptó. Entonces perdí una línea de Wordle y me estresé mucho.
O sea, ya se están dando cuenta el tipo de cosas que estresan a Dani.
Pero me estresé, fue como, no, ya no quiero. Y ya después lo terminé y los 30 segundos ya estaba bien.
De nuevo,
Pero,
el nivel de estrés con el que lidia Dani.
pero me estresé mucho. Yo creo que es que también estaba muy dormida, entonces pensé que había escrito la palabra y de pronto quién sabe qué puse. Por eso no me la aceptaba, pero ese es un ejemplo de cuando me puse brava.
Ujú.
Eh, Hector
Ujú.
said, I love this concept. Are you basing the color on Danny's hair?
Oh, let's not talk about Dani's hair. Because she's a little frustrated that it's
Yeah.
not quite this color.
No,
So-
not that color, because that's yellow.
Well,
I
haven't
want it to
sto-
be
like, I
red.
mean, I haven't finished.
Okay,
I
okay.
think I'm progressively going to make it darker. That's at least my plan. I don't know what's going to actually happen.
Well, that was my plan too. And the hairdresser told me that he couldn't do color on top in 6 months. So, yeah. Yeah, I was super sad about that. But
I think you look amazing.
in the camera, I like it.
There you go.
Well, but not in real life.
That is very real
So-
for a lot of people.
Gaby dice, Dani siendo re Aries.
¿Qué es eso? No.
Yo soy Aries.
Ay, Dios, Gaby. No me venga con esa brujería acá, por favor.
¿Por qué? ¿Por lo de Wordle?
No,
¿Wordle? ¿Por
pues
lo
no
de
sé,
Wordle?
por lo de todo.
¿Por lo del pelo?
No sé. Es que a mí me hubieran podido decir en este momento, uy, Dani siendo re Virgo, Dani siendo re Acuario, Dani siendo re
retrógrada.
Piscis, Dani siendo re...
En retrógrado, no
sí,
retrógrado.
retrógrada.
Sí, no, eso significa otra cosa.
Pero sí, no, yo... No, mentiras, o sea, no quiero sonar como, uy, ¿qué es esa...? Lo que pasa es que yo no creo en eso.
Gaby dice, poniéndose re brava y a los 5 minutos la felicidad y ya, está tranqui.
Yo también me pongo así a veces y no soy Aries. No, pero no tengamos esta discusión, esto no
Uy.
lleva a ninguna parte. Esto no lleva a ninguna parte.
Van Sant said,
Lo que pasa
"It's-"
es que creer que el universo,
Mi amor, cada quien cree en lo que quiere.
el universo,
No,
la
cada quien.
extensión
Voy a
del
pagar el
universo
48B.
tiene que ver, o sea, hasta afectando la vida de nosotros seres humanos. O sea, un caballo no empieza, tenía que ser Aries. Suena-
Eh,
¿Por qué suena tan ridículo?
no,
Pues
cada
porque es
quien,
ridículo.
no, respeto
Sí, respeto.
hacia todo
Sí,
y
está
cada
bien,
quien
está
cree
bien.
en lo que quiere
Esta,
creer.
sí, tienes toda la razón.
Eh,
Hablaste como un Aries.
yo, por ejemplo, creo
Ujú.
que hubo un glitch en Wordle.
Mm.
Porque
Mm.
me acuerdo haberla escrito. Es que la escribí, puse
Mm.
enter y yo dije, ¿cómo así que no existe? Y la miré, la volví a leer, la volví a leer. Y yo dije, bueno, me tocó poner otra palabra. Luego le dije a Nicolás. Cuando traté de poner esa palabra, ahora sí funcionó. Y me dañó lo que pudo ser un increíble juego.
Mm.
Lo dañó todo.
Canallas. Bueno, yo creo que el día ha mejorado después de eso.
Sí, me dijeron que no me podía pintar el pelo. Todo va de para abajo. Iván dice, jajaja, Gaby lo va a funar. ¿Funar?
No, yo sé que Gaby, como mucha gente hoy, hay una generación hoy en día que no sé, creció con esa parte esotérica como muy firme. iba a decir alborotada, pero pues no quiero sonar prejuicioso, aunque estoy sonando terriblemente
Siempre.
prejuicioso.
Y siempre dices, no quiero sonar cuando ya sonaste de
No.
una manera.
Sí.
Gaby dice, jajaja, no sé si Nicolás lo recuerda, pero ya hemos tenido esta discusión demasiadas veces en la universidad.
Claro.
Iván dice, Gaby, eso se llama ciclotimia. A mi mamá también le pasa y nació en octubre. ¿Qué es ciclotimia? ¿Qué pasó?
Es creer en cíclopes, Dani. Tenerle miedo a los cíclopes. Antes era ciclofobia y se volvió ciclotimia.
Es un trastorno mental.
Ujú.
Es una forma leve de trastorno bipolar en la cual una persona tiene oscilaciones de estado de ánimo durante un periodo de años que van desde depresión leve hasta euforia emocional.
Bueno, eso suena un poco más complejo.
Sí, no, yo lo único creo
Que
que
lo
me
que-
pasó fue que
Tú tuviste un ligero
yo
mood
dije,
swing.
no, qué rabia y ya. O sea, no fue...
Y solo digo esto para no equiparar lo que pasó esta mañana con personas que de pronto tienen un trastorno.
No, obvio no. No, o sea, lo estaba poniendo como ejemplo es para que vean qué cosas me ponen brava a mí. Hay cosas que me ponen más brava, pero no, en este momento no me acuerdo de ninguna. ¿Qué me pone brava a mí?
No, pero ¿para qué lo traemos a...?
Que esto, que no brava, pero es como ay, que alguien saque la basura y no ponga la bolsa nueva.
Pero para mí es súper injusto que uno esté haciendo una cosa,
Pues termínela de
necesaria.
hacer.
pero es que no la voy a terminar de hacer cuando tú me digas. Yo lo que pasa es que muchas
la
veces
terminas de hacer
muchas veces
nunca,
saco
mi
la
amor.
bolsa y pongo la bolsa y luego bajo la bolsa. Y muchas veces, como yo no tengo estructura en mi vida, muchas
La
veces
pongo y a los
saco
3
la
días
saco la bolsa y
y
digo,
me voy.
voy a bajar
Y la dejo
y cuando suba
en la
pongo la
sala.
bolsa. O sea, porque en mi cabeza digo, pues, no creo que pueda haber alguien en esta casa que no diga, ay, ¿quién fue el hijo de madre que fue a botar la basura tan amable allá abajo y no puso la bolsa?
No, pero-
yo siempre pienso, ay, hay una persona muy amable que fue a bajar la basura, mientras tanto, yo voy a poner la bolsa
Te
de la
pongo la
basura.
contraparte.
Mm,
Yo muy amablemente lavo la loza.
yo también.
Cuando los pongo hacia arriba, los cuchillos, tú no piensas, ay, qué persona tan amable lavó la loza. Sino que dices que eso es un arma mortal.
Pues
Y
no
me
lo digo
das-
yo. O sea, ¿cómo se
Ay,
puede
Nicolachín.
atentar contra la salud al no poner una bolsa? En
Eh.
cambio, las 1000 maneras en las que se atenta contra la salud
Yo ya te dejé de oír hace
digital,
rato.
digital,
Apagué
sí,
el 48B.
estás con la mirada de lo que ibas a pedir de almuerzo ayer.
Sí. Iván dice, Gaby, igual tú eres la reina del drama y medio brujilda, así que hay que tener en cuenta lo que dices por realeza, así como por los poderes cuasi místicos. Y Gaby dice, yo de cumpleaños me autocompré el libro de cómo ser bruja, jajaja, Nicolás me mata.
No.
Mm.
Yo siempre he dicho, si hay alguna bruja que me mande o sea, yo estoy tan
Que
seguro.
me mande un qué, un hechizo.
Maleficio, un hechizo,
No,
cualquier
¿qué
bobada de
dices?
esas. Pero mi amor, si uno no cree, uno no le puede tener miedo a lo que a uno no cree.
A mí todo me da miedo.
Ah, pues es otra cosa.
Yo creo en el
porque
miedo.
tú eres
A mí todo-
citoplásmica.
Sí.
Tú eres como ciclofóbica, psicosomática.
Arturo, dime.
Pero no, yo no puedo decir, yo no creo en las brujas y después decir, no, pero le tengo un poquito de culillo por si me hacen
A
un
mí
entierro.
todo me da miedo.
Que me hagan un entierro, una mata de pelo. Si me dejan una mata de pelo aquí en una matera, pues
¿Crees que es mía?
cojo ese pelo y te digo, oye, linda, ¿qué haces? ¿Por qué no
¿Crees
aspiras?
que
¿Por
es
qué
mía?
barres y
Sí.
botas en la...?
Sí.
No.
Jesús dice que te quiten un capítulo de Bob Esponja, jajaja. Eso me pondría brava, eso me pondría triste. Es que yo creo que a mí me pasa eso mucho. Que hay más cosas que me ponen triste que brava. Jair dice, jajaja, yo creo en el miedo, jajaja. Sí.
No, pues yo también
Sí,
le
ese
tengo
es mi...
miedo, pero yo le tengo miedo al que me va a atracar.
Yo a todo.
No,
Yo a todo, es
yo le
verdad.
tengo miedo a lo que, o sea, a lo que puede hacer otro ser humano ahí enfrente mío de maldad. Pero no, no le tengo miedo a que me hagan un menjurje, no.
Arturo dice, yo siempre supe que Nicolás estaba en contra de los caballos Virgo.
¿De los qué? ¿Qué es un caballo
Cuando tú
Virgo?
dijiste que los caballos se miran a sí mismos y dice, ah, es porque tiene que ser Virgo.
Qué pena, ya ni me acuerdo. Yo digo tantas estupideces que ni
Sí,
me
¿ves
acuerdo.
por qué me desconecto yo? Ay, mentira, mentira, mentira.
Mentira, pero no, con un poquito de verdad.
A ver, Emilio Sorni dice, ¿han escuchado a The Caretaker, su proyecto musical Everywhere at the End of Time? Tiene un art cover muy en la línea de la pintura que acaba de subir Nico a Instagram.
Ay,
Muy
no.
padre, la verdad.
Pensé que de esta ya me iba a sentir horrible. Yo no. No lo conozco, pero obviamente lo miraré.
A ver, lo voy a poner.
Sí.
Mm, no,
¿Lo encontraste?
no.
Porque estás viendo gatos bailando.
¿Cover? No, cover no. ¿Cómo le llamo?
Portada. Pues,
Pues-
cover art.
Es que me sale esto, mira.
No veo nada. Ah.
Por eso creo
Está
que no
chévere.
es. Sí, pero no creo.
¿Ese podría ser?
¿De pronto?
Pues como una cabeza azul. Como la vibra. Tiene una vibra extraña.
La
pero está
azul,
chévere.
la azul, sí.
Y
Pero
me
es que me salió
gusta-
primero un periódico.
Me gusta ese papel así doblado. Está re chévere.
Sí, está
Está
chévere.
chévere.
Cover art. A ver. Mm, creo que sí ese es azul.
Está chévere. Me gusta.
Creo. Oh, I was reading something and then
What happened?
I forgot that I was reading Van
What?
Sant comments. No, because you interrupted with the
What did I do?
zodiac signs
What did I
conversation.
do? Oh my God. What
Van
did I
Sant
do?
said it's cousin Ed from the Addams family.
Yeah. That is our North Star when thinking about hair that becomes, sentient.
Hector said, oops, well, maybe you can bring this painting as a reference. Yeah, well, according to the hairdresser, I can't change the color in 6 months. So,
I think you look amazing.
mm,
I know. That's just my, my humble opinion, but
no,
That's the way I
thank you,
see
thank
you.
you, thank
no,
you,
I think you look incredible.
thank you. Marcelo said, Nicolas, I showed Monday's painting to my wife without saying a thing, and she looked at it for 1 second and said, that's anxiety. So that's how anxiety feels? Maybe?
Monday?
Yeah, la de la correspondencia.
Okay. Yeah, and I posted it because I'd forgotten about it, so I posted it today on Instagram. Anxiety. Ooh. I had what are those called?
Panic attacks.
Panic attacks. Yeah, I had like one day that it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. And but I don't know if I would have said that that's what it felt like for me.
Maybe
For me,
maybe
again.
because I've heard a lot about the chest pain,
I
like feeling pressure in the chest, and the creature is seated on top of the
on top of the chest.
the chest, yeah.
What would be like a chest there in the other creature. Yeah, but you know what? For me, it was because I remember it was in a final sort of critique in class. It happened in class, and I've always been super shy, but I combat being super shy by being super open. I know it doesn't make sense, but Danny knows me and it makes perfect sense.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm always super open in like final critiques and everything. And nobody, like if you ask anyone that doesn't really, really, really know me, they would think I'm the most extrovert person ever. Like, oh, don't ever say like, come on, I've had people tell me like, oh no, you ooze like personality
and like confidence
and it's like, oh no, that's just my facade. That inside I'm dying. So in one of those final critiques,
what was that was showing in the camera?
my hand.
Oh,
Yeah, I have hands.
no,
so
no, because I was thinking that you had the cap.
I'm sorry to upset
and
you.
I saw the festicles, so I was like, what's that?
No. It was in this opportunity. It was just. I'm sorry to disappoint you. No festival. It was just the. It was my arm.
Okay.
My hairy arm. So no, for me, just to make a long story short, it was more of hyper consciousness. Like, I thought that everyone was looking at me, and then I became super self-aware of everyone looking at me. So it was this cycle of thinking that everyone was noticing me, and then, accepting that as a reality.
But that was in a second.
Yeah, in fact, probably people are looking at you and they go like,
they don't care.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or maybe they blushed, or maybe, but they go super fat. Like, if there's not something really wrong with you, like, oh my God, your face is melting. Like, people are going to get worried there. But if nothing else is happening, if you get like a little nervous, or if you blush or anything, people don't care. Nobody cares. Like, people can totally like turn the page and say, okay, that's fine. But you get inside your head and you're thinking this is 100 million times worse than what it actually is. So,
but I think that the complicated part is that the chemical part of your body is also creating all that things. So it's not like, oh no, I'm fine. Because in that moment, I remember you told me you thought you were going to die.
It's the only time in my life.
You thought you were having a heart attack.
Yeah. Well, no, but it's the only time in my life, that I've never been able to enfrentar, to confront.
Face?
Yeah, to face something, to confront something. And I had to fake having a phone call, like as if my phone was ringing or something, and stepping out of class for like a minute because I couldn't do it. And then I had to come back. I mean, the tough part was coming back, because if it was for me, I would have been like, I'm out. Like, I don't want to be in this class right now. I just want to go home. But it's super important. I remember talking later with somebody. They were like, you should never, ever try to like leave, because then coming back is always going to be harder. Like, you should always try to face it. As bad as it seems, just face it. And I've shared this before, but the advice somebody gave me was like, and like a professional, was to write it as if it was a wave, and to realize that whenever you have one of these anxiety-driven attacks, there's always a peak to them, but you have to be super strong and ride it out, because it does subside after a while. And then if you are able to like manage it, then it feels okay. That wasn't, I mean, it was horrifying at the moment, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought. So that for me was super, super key. It was just thinking, you know what? Like, this thing is coming. I know it's here. I can feel it. Just ride it out. Just ride it out. And it was super, super nice, actually. It was a really simple way. So I literally imagined myself as I like surfing this huge wave. And it helped me a ton, actually. Anyways, that's a little thing that happened. And I haven't had one in, I don't know. I had that one panic attack maybe 10 years ago. And then after that, I was very scared that it would happen again. I think that that's the worst part also, that you're always expecting something like that to happen, and you're always like super guarded, and it makes you very unsure of how, what's going to happen like in class today. And I maybe had like a smaller one afterwards, and I was getting super worried, and that's when I got help. And then after that, never again. Never again. I'm super happy to say that never, ever again. And I've had to, Danny has seen me, like, I have to paint in public with, like, you know, dozens of people watching.
Yeah,
I do
but I would have to
workshops
say that,
everywhere.
I mean, of course, and it's not like you're saying the opposite, but I'm saying to everyone here that I think that it's different in other cases, because there's a lot of people that never get to not experience a panic attack or suffer from anxiety.
Oh yeah, I can only speak for myself.
Yeah. So I think it's also interesting that Marcelo's wife thought that painting meant anxiety for her, because maybe that's how she feels.
Oh yeah,
when
and that's
she
the only way we can.
Yeah. I think that's super
experience
interesting.
like an artwork from our own experiences. So
yeah, I was gonna say that the only tip I had from an expert once, I've told you about it. Like I went to the psychologist maybe for the first time, and that was because I was super sad about something, and I threw up being sad, and because I was like super sad and like shaking, and I felt like my hands and my toes were durmiéndose. How do I say that? Like tingling, like I couldn't feel
that
them.
happens when you kind of hyperventilate.
Maybe, yeah, and she told me that, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna go because this is not normal. Like, I'm not being able to manage my emotions. And I remember she said something that I feel that is super helpful. That was, when you're having that, try to name things that you see, name things that you can feel, things that you can touch. Like, try to name things and repeat that, so you can kind of ground yourself. Like, realize that the world is not like exploding, but you are here in this moment. So I think that was also a super cool tip. Like, naming what I have in front, where I'm seated, and trying to repeat that and repeat it and repeat it, and it helped a lot.
Cool.
Yeah, but again, we are talking from our experience.
Oh yeah, this is no
way,
substitute to going to an actual doctor.
Yeah, and
or professional.
Yeah, and it's not like we suffer from any condition, so we don't.
Yeah.
Like, we are not capacitados.
¿Cómo se dice? Yeah, we're not doctors.
We're not doctors.
Or
We don't. Yeah, and we're not doctors or experts about the matter. So, just talking about our experiences. Jair said, I had depression for quite a while. I'm better now. So I painted a self-portrait trying to show how it felt to have it. And when people saw it, their first thought was lost. L-U-S-T. I was very disappointed.
Wow. Now, having said that, Jair, I was at a good moment in my life, and I did my whole like gray painting series, smoky gray, and everyone thought I was depressed. At least everyone in my family. They were like, is there something wrong with you? Like, do you need help? So, you know.
Arturo said, once I had a panic attack and it was awful. I felt like I was dying.
Yeah, it feels like consuming. Or like, you know, like a whirlwind or something. Or like a whirlpool. And you're like, oh, this is so much stronger than me.
No, I think I've never. I know I've never had one. I don't know what happened that time that I was super sad, but I don't know if. I don't think it's that. I mean, I think it was like bad emotion management. Arturo. No, ya había leído esa. Hi, Roslyn. Roslyn said, hello, Nick, Danny, and Chad.
The row.
To the row.
To my rose.
To the row. To my rose?
Yeah.
We're missing Robin.
The row of my roast beef. That's not good.
Jair said, I should have painted in a grayscale.
Yeah. Well, yeah, people will always think that, like, oh.
Not yeah, like the missing of color. How do you say that?
Absence?
The absence of color. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's super simple. It's like when Picasso painted blue, and everyone's like, "Oh, he was feeling blue."
Yeah.
Those are sad paintings.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, that's on the nose. Like,
I'm sorry, but I have to say this because I think it was super funny.
go.
Roblox girl OFC said hi, and then they said bye.
What?
Like 1 second after. So hi and bye. Roblox girl OFC.
Okay. They were like, oh, they're painting. Oh,
Bye.
anxiety
Hi.
talk?
Oh no, bye.
Okay, later.
Maybe, and that's fine. Kishore Kumar Kishore said hi, bro.
Hey.
Hector said, I used to have really bad anxiety as a kid and teenager because it's been a long time since but it's been a long time since I felt anything that could be considered a panic attack. Oh God, oh no.
Oh no.
Said,
oh no.
Wait, why can't you change your hair color? Y Gaby dice, ¿por qué 6 meses? ¿Por la decoloración? So, because according to the hairdresser, the pH of my hair has to stabilize. Y sí, Gaby, porque supuestamente el pH otra vez se tiene que estabilizar y creo que se me hizo raro. Tengo que escribirle porque en una parte me dijo como no, es que no se te ve tan ginger porque para eso tocaría decolorar, pero después dijo por la decoloración hay que esperar a que se calme el pH, entonces quedé como así.
Al fin
si
que
hubo o no hubo, si hubo. Entonces tengo que mirar bien.
Gaby es experta en
Sí,
en
tengo
todo
que
eso.
mirar a ver qué. Earl's Art said, I saw this live on my recommendations. I don't understand Spanish, but awesome work and acrylic painting skills. Sending my greetings from the Philippines.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you,
That's
Earl.
awesome. And please check our channel just so you can get like an idea of what we do. And you're welcome to follow us. We're here almost every day.
To
of the
join
week.
us, yeah.
Yeah.
Darcia said, hello, everyone. Lovely to catch you live for once. That's awesome, Darcia. Happy to have you here.
I love how every time we get people saying that, like, oh, this is the first time I'm able to catch you live. That to me is super cool. It means that there's always people that are wanting to watch these videos live, and for some, for whatever reason, life reasons, they're not able to do it. So it's always super nice to hear that.
Emilio Sorni, que dijo lo de la banda The Caretaker. Dice, bueno, es que el proyecto trata sobre la degeneración de la memoria en enfermedades como el Alzheimer y pues como que trata sobre los horrores de no saber qué pasa y sentí que la narrativa se asemeja. Es como música como de ballroom, así vintage, jajaja, como con efectos hasta que es algo irreconocible asemejándose a la memoria.
Wow.
Muy interesante.
Voy a escuchar.
Oh God, oh no, said, I don't understand Spanish, but I heard the caretakers everywhere at the end of time, and now I'm confused. There was someone saying that the image that Nicolas did for Monday's visual correspondence reminded him of that album. So we were talking about that.
And maybe they don't know what that means, like visual correspondence.
Oh, so if you don't know about that, we have a very cool segment in our channel that is called Visual Correspondence, where every Monday, Nicolas answers to something I do, or I answer to something Nicolas does, and something meaning a painting, sculpture, drawing. And we have an ongoing conversation with the images, but not only, it's not like the image is the ending point, but it's also the starting point for another conversation. So you are super invited to watch them. I'm going to share the link of the playlist so you can check them out because I think they are pretty cool. So Algo hice. Abrí como algo extraño.
Yo no veo ese computador, mi pobre computador. Sufro si me volteo.
Listo. No, es que abrí como el inspector de la página.
Yo tengo que correrle el antivirus cada vez que lo dejas de usar.
¿Qué dices? Mateo Sánchez dice, hola Dani y Nicolás, soy Greñas.
Uy,
Quisi-
Greñas.
Quisiera...
Greñas, me voy a comprometer aquí en voz alta. Así, Greñas, le tengo que comprar un grabado o un dibujo porque son fantásticos. Entonces, ahorita que termine el en vivo, nos contactamos por ahí por Instagram, pero es que usted es un dibujante fantástico. Por favor, la gente de habla hispana, si no lo siguen, por favor sigan a Greñas. ¿Es Greñas dibujante? ¿Greñas dibujante? Algo así. Es fantástico, fantástico. Pero entonces vamos a hablar. So I'm recommending Grenas dibujante to people to follow. So Danny, could you maybe
Sure, yeah.
maybe share his user because I think he's tremendous. Listo, entonces estamos en contacto hoy. Lo digo así en voz alta porque es algo que he querido hacer desde hace rato y pues por tiempo y por tonterías no lo he hecho, Greñas, entonces seguro ahorita hablamos.
Listo, ahí lo mandé. Y estaba diciendo, quisiera saber si Nicolás humedece la paleta en donde pone los acrílicos para que no se sequen tanto en el transcurso de la pintura. Saludos.
No, le eché fue a este pedacito de toalla de cocina, como con un atomizador agua, pero a esto no. No, lo que pasa aquí, honestamente, no me importa tanto. Y por eso, Greñas, es que tengo la paleta muy, muy cortica. Porque las mezclas de acá no me quedan exactas y obviamente nunca se van a ver exactas también porque uno empieza desde transparente, entonces pegarle con un color opaco, mezclar la transparencia del papel filtrándose a través de una mezcla es imposible. Pero ya como que estoy aceptando que eso es lo que pasa, entonces como que ya me siento un poquito más tranquilo desde ese punto de vista. Pero sí, no, esto es una tabla que le echamos acrílico blanco encima y ya, o sea, no tiene mayor misterio.
¿Y
Y
qué
pues
tal?
si se ensucia mucho le echo más acrílico blanco y ya.
¿Y qué tal está?
Está.
¿No levanta?
No, el acrílico nunca se va a levantar.
¿No se chupa mucho
De pronto sí está un poquito más absorbente, pero no
Sí.
pasa nada.
Pero es que por eso te decía que cogiéramos
Todo
un portarretrato
perfecto, lindita, todo perfecto.
o pedirla. O sea, mi paleta costó como
Lindita.
10.000
Sí,
pesos
yo sé.
colombianos.
No, tranquila, eso. Todo está perfecto.
Eh, mm,
Si encontraste el
sí, ya lo puse. Sí.
usuario de Greñas. Siempre que leo Greñas me fascina, no sé, siempre me da risa y me gusta el usuario.
Además, muy adecuado para la pintura de hoy.
Exactamente.
Para las greñas de hoy.
Mm.
Ivan was saying, I saw that you put quote unquote cheap in yesterday's title. What do
Yes.
you mean? Are you using Franco's acrylics? Rosetta, Iván.
Sí, yo sé que usted es súper consciente de los precios, Iván, pero no me puede pelear ahora y decir que esto no es cheap.
Sí. Bien cheap.
Rosetta,
Estaba.
Iván, Rosetta, el gesso de Rosetta puede ser el peor gesso que yo he probado en mi vida. En mi vida.
¿El qué?
El gesso acrílico de
¿El
Rosetta.
mejor?
El peor.
Ah, te entendí, el
No,
mejor.
cuando
y yo...
la gente cuando la gente compraba ese gesso para clase, Linda, usaban trementina
Ujú.
y la trementina disolvía el gesso. Yo decía,
¿Pero de qué estaba hecho
yo decía de qué
entonces?
pitos es esto no es gesso, esto no es acrílico, no
¿Qué
puede
es
ser
eso
acrílico,
entonces?
porque el acrílico no lo disuelve, no,
No.
disuelve, no la
Desuelves.
disuelve la trementina, no lo disuelve la trementina, imposible, es imposible. Entonces, lo malo es que aquí en Colombia la trementina no es trementina, es como un solvente mucho más fuerte, creo.
Sí.
Y cuando uno ve gesso acrílico, quién sabe qué hacen. Debe ser como, no sé, un PVA rechandita o algo así. ¿Quién sabe? ¿Quién sabe?
¿Quién sabe? Camila O'Gorman dice, ay, buenísimo, Greñas dibujante. Y aplausitos en emojis.
Fantástico es. Y greñas, por si no conocía el trabajo de Camila también. Que siga Camila.
Gaby dice, Dani, si puedes, te recomiendo mucho una queratina que no es de alisado, sino de recuperación del pelo. A lo mejor eso te ayuda a hacerlo más rápido. Ay, Gaby, mándame el dato por
WhatsApp.
por Instagram. Porque es que, ay, sí, no, es que acá me puedo quedar hablando de
Sí, no,
el
no
pelo,
no
pero
la frustres
termino a
más, que
llorar.
está frustrada.
Sí, estoy un poquito frustrada, además porque es que siento que yo sé, la gente de pronto se aburre, pero
Bueno, pero
escúchenme esto un poquito.
es
Y si no,
nuestro canal.
pues no
Puede ser
escuchen.
como el man que
Sí.
entró como
Hi,
Grandpa Simpson.
ok, bye.
Puso el sombrero
Que
y
entró
después
así,
chao.
por eso me dio risa.
Sí.
No, que iba a decir, Gaby, que siento que, a ver, cuando me hicieron el color, me hicieron un tratamiento también de hidratación.
Ujú.
Y el pelo, ahorita la textura está súper distinta. O sea, lo siento como súper reseco. De pronto ahí no se ve tanto, pero no sé, está como reseco, como con frizz. Y pues mi pelo nunca era así. Entonces estoy pasando
El mío
por las
tampoco.
duras y las maduras. Pues es que el tuyo no era.
No es.
Sí, fin. Pero sí, pues si me puedes pasar el dato, me interesa. Igual mañana, pues ahorita seguiré hablando ahí con el peluquero a ver qué me pueden hacer. Porque yo entiendo que hay cosas que no me pueden hacer, pero también creo que uno debe quedar satisfecho.
Siempre.
Y más cuando es bastante caro. Pero bueno. Jair dice, ya empecé a seguir a Greñas, muy bueno me parece. Emilio Sorni dice, les cuento algo triste y divertido.
Ojalá no sea muy triste, pero claro, por favor.
Tuve un curso de hacer acuarelas con tierras y usamos aglutinante con miel. Lo dejé secar en mi mesa, me fui a la escuela, regresé y mi perrito se lo había comido.
Ay, divino, mi perro. Es una variación de mi perro se comió la tarea.
Sí.
Mi perro se comió la pintura.
¿Y el perrito está bien?
Pues claro.
Bueno, sí, igual era con tierras, pero tierra y miel.
Sí,
Divino.
no le pasa nada.
Sí, sí, sí. No, pues que no haya sido...
Sí,
Ay,
no,
pero está
no,
lo máximo
no.
la historia.
Y la miel reemplazando como la goma arábiga sería, pero muy
Ujú.
raro porque no cuaja. La miel, pues es miel. Esa vaina, eso sería una pintura, a menos de que
Sí,
sea
acuarela con tierras y usamos
sustrato.
aglutinante con miel.
Pero eso,
Pero
de
es
pronto,
un aglutinante con miel.
o sea,
Entonces, de
goma
pronto,
más miel,
de pronto.
de
Porque no
pronto.
es como usamos de aglutinante miel,
Pero es
sino...
que se nota que estaban haciendo cosas súper
Sí, sí,
nativas,
sí.
naturales, así súper chévere. O sea, la idea de hacer algo así es bellísima, súper bonito. Pero pues necesitaríamos un universo sin perros para hacer exposiciones, porque...
Ay, pero divino.
O lleno de abejas.
Uy, ¿sabes qué
Yo
vi?
cuando
Yo
yo cuando uso miel se llenaba el taller de abejas, de
quiero
abejitas.
saber si alguien ha
Cuando
visto
usaba
este
cera,
video.
perdón, cera.
Oiga, quiero
No
saber
me
si alguien ha
pegué.
visto este video, porque lo vi, yo decía, no puedo creer este perro tan vivo. Es un perro y el dueño pone la cámara para mostrar porque se dieron cuenta de lo que el perro hacía.
¿Se
Entonces
comía
lo
las
regaña.
pinturas?
No, había unas
Jue
patas
madre.
crudas de pollo,
Ujú.
pero están en un mueble con la puerta cerrada. Y entonces lo regañan, le muestran la pata y se la ponen ahí encima de la mesa. Y el dueño se va
Seguro,
para
entendía
mirar.
el perro.
No, el perro se traga la pata
Sí.
otra vez, luego abre el mueble,
Ujú.
saca una nueva pata y la pone encima de la mesa, cierra el mueble y se queda sentado así como si lo hubieran regañado.
Y
¿Qué tal
empieza-
el vivo?
Y empieza a silbar.
No, o sea, y llegan y el perro así, mirando hacia arriba como,
¿Qué?
no, 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 no. O sea, de verdad, impresionante.
Ahí es donde uno se da cuenta, son inteligentísimos, pero no saben contar.
Pero no saben contar.
Claro, el problema de todo eso es que ellos
Ah,
no
el contar, ya te
entienden que
entendí
había
ya.
10 patas
Sí.
en la nevera y ahora el dueño se va a dar
Sí.
cuenta que hay 9.
Pero ¿qué tal el perro tan vivo?
Increíble, sí.
Impresionante.
Increíble.
O sea, incluso pone la pata y como que se da cuenta que la puerta no está cerrada y es como, ay, corre, cierra la puerta del mueble y se queda así mirando y apenas entra otra vez al cuarto el dueño, es como todo serio, así como
Sí, increíble.
lo máximo.
Toca enseñarle a contar.
Caqueiro dice, Dani toca como mascarillas de hidratación y todo, pero mañana que te digan, miramos y vamos a comprar mascarillas para el pelo, jaja. Ay,
Uy,
tan linda mi
plan.
Caqueiro. Sí, pero y lo peor es que me he hecho. Pero sí, triste. Gaby dice, pero es súper solucionable porque no creo que hayas tenido más de una decoloración, ya te mando el dato. Es que según lo que yo entendí, no tuve decoloración.
Me encanta que el canal se vuelve por momentos
Es igual estamos hablando de color.
Our Salon Lives.
Ahí, y puede
Me
ser
encanta.
Our Restaurant Lives.
Comencé diciendo me encanta.
Sí. Our
Comencé,
Skincare Lives.
comencé diciendo me encanta. Que no se malinterprete.
Jose Fail said, Good
Bájala,
morning
Aries,
from
por
Las
favor.
Vegas. Everyone, not a cloud inside.
No. There's not going to be a cloud in sight till November.
Juana Pradilla dice, ¿cómo recomiendas usar el acrílico sobre tela para hacer retrato?
No, uy, Juana, eso está tan específico y yo con tan poca experiencia que de pronto sería irresponsable de mi parte incluso intentar responderlo, si les soy honesto, Juana.
Mateo Sánchez dice, se vuelve interdisciplinar, jaja. Sí, eso es Our Painted Lives, ¿no?
Sí,
De
lo que
todo
tú
un
decías.
poco. A ver. A ver,
Al final es color aplicado a la vida.
sí. Y no todos los colores son felices.
No, ahí sí ya
Hay unos que me
sonaste
traen tristeza.
Oliver Jeffers.
Pues es el chiste por lo que estábamos diciendo que feeling blue
Ah, sí.
y
Ah,
azul y entonces
te fuiste
este
un poquito.
color no es
¿No
un
te
color
hizo feliz?
cálido pero no me trajo felicidad.
Color cálido que me llenó de frío.
Sí,
Llenó de frío, mi
frío
vida.
mi corazón. Andrés Gómez dice, no estás trabajando veladuras aprovechando el que estás pintando con acrílicos que son tan translúcidos y secan tan rápido.
Eso es como un regaño. Ahí, perdón, Andrés Gómez.
Sí.
Andrés está, o sea, eso fue como voy a hacer una pregunta con un poquito de regaño ahí metido. Agradezco la pregunta, le devuelvo el regaño. Entonces, Andrés, estoy aprendiendo a pintar en acrílico en este momento. Mi noción de lo que puedo hacer con el acrílico, súper clara. Mi capacidad de lo que puedo hacer con el acrílico, inexistente. Entonces, vamos a tratar de, en el transcurso de la semana o del mes, de ir acortando esa brecha. Pero, de nuevo, mucho amor, pero sin el regaño.
Andrés dice, jajaja, no, para nada, es simple curiosidad.
No, cargado estaba ese saludo.
Mikhail said, me and my brother did our first correspondence on Sunday. I was pretty happy with my painting. That's awesome. And what did you do? And what did your brother do? I want to know. Andy dice, parece guaripolo de 31 minutos. Qué genialidad.
Uy,
Tú ya sabes que es 31 minutos. Yo ya te lo mostré. Por favor. Ya buscamos el personaje. Que el personaje sí no me acuerdo.
ay, ¿lo de los chilenos?
Sí.
Ay,
Es re chévere.
yo nunca lo, o sea,
Ah, mira.
nunca
No, lo
viví,
viste por
no
mí.
no vivía acá cuando eso pasó.
Mira, es él.
Entonces, ay, no, ya lo vi. ¿Por qué lo vi? ¿Para qué me dices? Ya tengo como a eso en la cabeza.
Pues no, como así, no es mi culpa. Yo
Pues,
te estaba mostrando.
literalmente fue tu culpa, pero
no,
bueno.
es culpa de
Guaripolo.
Andy.
Mm.
A ver. A ver. Lotus Pod
¿Ya?
said, what
No
what I
empieces.
don't like about acrylics
Ya.
is how when you try to layer, it pulls up the paint underneath.
That shouldn't. I mean, I'm gonna speak not as somebody who has experience with acrylic, but as somebody who understands that part of how to paint with them. Because the same thing can happen in oil paint when you're even in alla prima layering. So maybe you're being a bit impatient because you have to let your substrate do some work in terms of absorption, and you have to like be respectful of drying times. So again, I'm not talking here as an expert because I'm not. I am so not. I think I can make an acrylic painting, but it doesn't mean that I know how to paint in acrylics. I can make an acrylic painting because I can paint, and that should be very clear here. But it doesn't mean that I fully, or that the relationship that I've cultivated with oil paint could just be migrated immediately. Like the nature of that could be migrated immediately to acrylic just because. No, it's very different. But what you're describing, I can totally understand because that has happened to me with gouache, for example. And gouache does reactivate when you put, even if it is superficially dry and you put a water on top of it, it does reactivate. And it's very annoying. It's very, very annoying. So you have to have like a super, super sensible touch regarding of how much water subsequent layers of gouache need in order to not pick up paint that's underneath. It's super tough. And ideally, what you do is you start with a very washy paint, and then subsequently you do, fuller and fuller and richer paint, which means just use more paint and less medium, less water. Acrylic is, in theory, the same thing, but the thing that acrylic does is that it transforms. Look, like I'll show you in the palette. If I put water, probably the water's dirty, but if I put water on top of this, there's no way I'm diluting it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way. It's already dry. So this is the dirty water here. But this, I can't pick it up. I can't because it's already dry. And the thing is, when it dries, it transforms and it turns into this weird plastic. And that's something that I've always had some sort of trouble with with acrylics. But there's also like a good part of it transforming, which is that, look, you can't ruin it. So what people were saying was like, why don't you use that property? The fact that that's already dry and you could put something on top and it could be like...
it could show.
Yeah, you could show both things, right there. You could actually do washes, super expressive, and you could take a ton of risks because you're not going to bother the layer that's underneath. So without seeing how you're painting, but this would be my diagnosis of...
Thank you, doctor.
Yeah. My painting diagnosis. I would say you're being a little impatient. So just try to identify drying times. Sometimes all it takes is like saying, oh, I'm going to paint this, and then I'm going to go somewhere else because I'm going to let this dry. So just manage areas of painting and, kind of instances of painting so that you're not disturbing moments of the painting that should be left alone and should be left to dry.
Is the red maybe going to fall?
Should we have bets? So let's see.
But the jean is new. Your jean is new.
So no.
Your pants.
This one doesn't
are
tumble.
New.
Acrylic won't tumble. Acrylic will like slowly. But I'm gonna take bets. Like, will somebody here say that the red reaches this spot?
Because I want to see it, because I'm seeing it in camera.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no.
Are you going to rehydrate the paper?
Yeah. So that's a big part of it. It's part of the bet.
So are you or aren't you going to rehydrate?
I think I probably have to in like an hour maybe, something like that.
So I think no, but let's say yes for the sake of having a yes and a no.
Okay. So which one are you saying?
You said that no.
I think
and
no.
I'm saying
I don't
okay,
think it'll get there.
So yeah, maybe we don't know. Jair Piñero said for sure it will reach that line.
Oh, so a lot of confidence in that statement.
Cody said, haha, I've been watching the red like a hawk from the beginning. I don't think it's going to reach the line.
Oh, there we go. Me neither.
Lotus Pod said, okay, yeah, maybe I'm being impatient.
A little bit.
And Matthew Bunker said, if you wait long enough, if the paint is decent quality, it shouldn't lift, and high quality acrylics do not pull no matter how long they've sat. Low quality, super cheap acrylics
Thank you.
will pull up precious layers even when they're dry. Good acrylics are great for washes and glazing.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure of that. I don't know if I'm having that experience, or I don't know if I would be able to have that experience with the ones that I have. I'm not blaming them. Like, it's just, it is what it is.
Well, they're not lifting up.
No,
they're
no.
super cheap.
I think the paper is like a lot
Helping.
of
because it's super absorbent.
yeah, a lot of it, in that equation of drying, you have to take into consideration your substrate. If you have if you're painting on a gessoed piece of canvas, for example, and and you've applied, I don't know, 5 coats of gesso, that's going to be a somewhat non-absorbent surface, because gesso, it's like acrylic. It's the same acrylic resin that you're using in acrylic paint is in acrylic gesso. So it will become non-absorbent. If there's enough gesso on top, like, your painting will just glide on top. So, but if you have a raw surface or something that clearly is helping the drying time / absorption, that's let's say the equation can't be the same as if you're using a substrate with different characteristics.
Camila Ogorman said, no, it will dry before reaching the line. Liad said, I'm going to go big and say it rolls on to his jeans. Let's hope not.
Thank you. They're somewhat new.
They're new.
Somewhat.
They're new. They're like 2 months old, 1 month old. They're super new.
Yeah. Oh, can I ask something?
What?
And this is for everyone. Do you guys... I know. Let's take hygiene out of the question, okay? I know Danny's like already nervous.
No. I know what you're saying about the cleaning times of jeans, but I've told you.
Oh, no. See, you were already...
Okay.
You're unnecessarily nervous. Do you guys... Even if you don't know if you're going to go out, maybe that day, do you guys wear shoes in your house? Do you guys wear shoes at home?
But I don't think that's a hygiene thing.
Yeah, because a lot of people go like, well, shoes are always dirty. If you go out in the street, shoes are always bound to be dirty. So, a lot of people are like, don't bring that dirt into your house.
Oh, I thought you were going to say about cleaning the jeans. Because there's people that destroy jeans because they clean them every time they use them.
Yeah, but let's stick to the shoes one first. Because I actually like wearing shoes indoors. I don't like to be barefoot or...
Never. You'd never like to be
No, my
barefoot.
feet... You know what? I was born with just absurdly sensitive soles of feet. Like, if I go to the beach and, the sand is, like, warm, I can't. I have to, like, book it to the, to the water because I can't deal with, like, hot sand. But I just don't... if I'm playing soccer, like in a warmer place where you play football, where you play football like on grass.
Said soccer 2 times.
And maybe the grass is like dry.
Soccer 2 times.
Do you know how that feels? Okay.
No, I know.
I'm always like dying inside. I'm always like, oh my God, this is like, I feel like martyrdom. Like I'm going to look at the soles of my feet and they're just blood.
Lotus Pod said, try socks. Haha.
No.
Because he doesn't even like being in socks. Because
I got to do shoes.
I like everything. I'm fine having shoes. I have shoes right now. Sometimes I'm barefoot. Sometimes I have socks.
Would you say it's the same for it? It would be exactly the same for you? Like,
yeah.
It doesn't matter?
No.
No?
Sometimes I even get tired of shoes.
I don't. See, my feet, are actually, I think
Incomplete when they're without shoes.
I think they're better with shoes. I think how I feel, a lot better. I feel a lot better with shoes on.
But it's rare that I get uncomfortable. Like, it depends on the shoes. But I am fine. However, I have to be.
I have like super comfortable like sneakers. So it's, I'm not doing, I'm not wearing high heels. So it's not that, but
high heels aren't that uncomfortable. They're even like sometimes cool to have on.
Oh, there's people that
now,
love them.
I'm saying this when you decide to have them on, and it's not like you have to go to a party and you have to...
Or like work or something.
Yeah, and you have to stand heels. Because then, no.
Yeah,
so
but I know
let's
there's
see.
a lot of people that go like, oh, dude, you're crazy. Like.
So let me read the comments.
Yes, please.
Jair Piñero said, I don't even wear pants if I'm home and not going out. Robin said, I think better with shoes on. Camila Ogorman said, always with shoes.
Yeah.
Hector said, I wear Crocs. I've never had a pair of Crocs in my life.
I have seen them in the wild. I know doctors use them.
You know what I had? It wasn't a Croc. It's super funny. En Los Tres Elefantes.
Mm-hmm. 3 elephants.
Yeah, I was in a store here in
Good,
Colombia.
nice, and cheap.
And cheap, yeah. And I was looking for... I was at school, like high school.
Okay, this.
And I was looking, a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I was looking for some socks for school. And I saw some like fake Croc.
Mm-hmm. Colombian fake Crocs?
But not plastic Crocs.
I
but
love...
like cushiony Crocs. Pantuflas.
Okay.
And they were super soft.
I love Colombian
Me
bootleg
too.
stuff. Oh my God,
and it was
it's the
so
best.
good. It said like frogs or something like that. And I was like, I have to buy them.
Yeah.
And I bought them. And I thought it was funny. Like I showed it to my sister. Then I put them on. And it was heaven. Because I've tried Crocs. And I don't really like it. But this one was like fluffy. But had holes. So it was ventilated. And it was soft. And it was...
They were frogs.
They were frogs. I mean,
yeah.
They were the best purchase for my feet. And I remember my mom... tried them
they
on.
lasted for 2 weeks. That's
no,
a bad thing,
my mom tried them on and she kept them. She was like, I love this so much. And I was like, well, you can have them. I'm going to buy some more. And I went back to the store and they were like, no, I don't know if the seller's sending more of them here.
Oh my God, they got
so
shuttered.
I lost them.
Yeah.
But my mom was happy. I think she had them for... I'm not joking.
For life.
Like, no, like 6 years.
I've heard that once you put them on, you're a frocker for life.
She had them for 6 years, maybe.
Oh
and I'm
my
not
God.
like... I mean, she cleaned them so much and like tried to preserve them so much because they were super comfortable. But yeah. Cody said, I wear shoes as much as I can. I don't like not having them on unless I'm sleeping. And even then... when I would spend the night at friends' houses as a teen, sometimes I would sleep with them on.
That's funny.
Yeah. Mikhail said, I don't wear shoes in the house, but we wear sandals in the kitchen or where there isn't carpet.
See, the thing is, you know that thing that I had when I was a kid? I mean, aside from being a very obese kid, I had a problem with my... not ankles, with my...
plant.
No. El talón, ¿cómo se dice?
planta.
With my heels.
Uh-huh.
So, and they were cracking. They would crack. Like the bone would literally crack. So there was like a year maybe, or a year and a half, that I had to wear like orthopedic shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like, this was like movie-like. So, Forrest Gump. Think of Forrest Gump, but without the braces and stuff, but just the shoes. I had shoes. I had to go to phys ed with like these dark shoes with heels. I mean, again, how I'm normal, I have no idea. How I was able to... Well, yeah, I'm not normal. But how I was able to just overcome these things, no idea. But and I think I have something in my feet that's, I don't know if they're too curved, maybe like my sole. I don't know what it is, but I feel better with shoes. Like if you probably ask me to just walk barefoot, like my feet are going to hurt. And not like my feet are going to hurt as in, oh, my legs hurt because I walked so long, or no, they just, it almost feels like, yeah. I mean,
Like, yeah?
like if I, like if it was nature's decision, I think I would have been born with shoes. Like, oh, this kid needs shoes.
But now
You know,
that
pop out of my mother, just jogging.
now that Mikhail said about the carpet, I have to say I don't like the feeling of, like, I'm not annoyed by it, but I don't enjoy carpets in
On bare feet?
bare feet, yeah. Like, I like the cold of the wood.
Yeah, or like any sort of flooring.
Well, it depends.
Okay. But carpet? Well, I grew up with everything carpeted. I mean, it's a miracle
Yeah.
that the ceilings weren't carpeted.
But well, the bathroom in your house
bathroom
was carpeted.
Yeah, of course.
Terrible mix.
Yeah. Well, pee in the carpet.
No, terrible.
You know,
Ugh.
it's it was a thing.
Mm-mm.
It was a thing.
But no, but what I was trying to say is that I remember when I was a kid,
Yeah.
there was carpet,
Yeah.
and I was always wearing my socks.
Oh, socks and carpet I think are a really
It's
good,
good.
combination.
Yeah.
I would
But
go
like
I would say
barefoot,
yes.
I enjoy it with
I don't think I don't think I was
super
ever
cold
barefoot.
wood. I really
Oh.
like that.
I do barefoot in like really warm weather.
Not even that much.
Yeah. Like if there's a pool.
When we were traveling, you had your sneakers.
When? Like right now with your parents?
Yeah.
No, I mean I put those on, but no.
Were
I
you
was-
super barefoot
Yeah.
all the time? Super barefoot.
Yeah, I don't know what's super barefoot and super pregnant.
Roslyn said, I always have shoes on just in case some serial killer picks me and I need to run. LOL. Roslyn is like me.
Ready to run.
Yeah. Super scared. I always think that something's gonna happen. Like when Nicolas is traveling and I hear something, I'm like, I have to go for a knife. But then I'm super scared and I just hide under
Yeah.
the ¿cómo se dice? Covers.
Under the covers.
Yeah. Marcelo Peralta said, I like to be barefoot in my house, but now because I have cats, I use flip-flops. Otherwise, I get a bit of fur stuck in my feet. It's just a little, but I hate it.
Okay, that sounds disgusting, but I'm not going to
It
judge. I'm not going to judge.
It sounds a little bit,
Yeah, disgusting.
yeah.
I think it's the word.
Jose Fail said, I only wear shoes indoors if I'm scared of scorpions in the house.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I can't handle stepping on my nieces' and nephews' toys. I prefer bare feet to socks. I hate just wearing socks. They get wet. Yeah, I think it depends
Like
also
wet.
in the weather. Because I mean, here
Yeah, you
in
don't go to a
Bogota,
swamp.
it's not like you're gonna get your socks wet,
Well,
or
depends-
there's gonna be a
depends on the month.
scorpion.
I mean, depends on the month.
No, what are you talking?
Of course, like rainy seasons here in
No, but
Bogota?
inside. He's talking about inside the
Oh.
house.
Oh no, there's very little, if not no, chance of socks getting wet.
Just if the apartment floods or
Yeah,
something.
So
Yeah.
that's very specific.
Liat said, "No shoes are dirty. No shoes are dirty. There are house shoes or slippers you can use. I also don't bring the shoes in if I have been somewhere public. I leave them in the garage, but that's new since COVID. You know, it was something that I didn't like that much when I went to. I mean, I know it's the house of. The house is
Okay,
le pertenece.
belongs to.
It belongs
Somebody
to
else's
and
house?
only to, and the rules are put by the person that lives
Oh
in the
yeah,
house.
always respect.
No,
you know,
100%.
doesn't matter what you like to do in your house. If you're visiting somebody else,
You have to. No.
that's
I
their
know
house,
that.
their rules. Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember that I visited a friend
Yeah.
and I had to pee. Like I
Okay.
had to pee super bad. And
This
I
is
was a
going
kid.
elsewhere. I thought it was
No.
going to be like I didn't want to take my shoes off.
Yeah, well, that happened. But we were playing in the park.
Yeah?
And I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. And she was like, no, wait. So I was like trying to contain
Okay.
everything.
Hold it in. Or contain everything.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I remember I was going to step inside the house because there was it was the house and the first door, it was a bathroom.
Yeah, as is the case many times here.
And I was
Yeah.
like running and the mom was like, stop, shoes. And I was like, okay, yeah, but I have to go to the bathroom. And she was like, nope, shoes. And I tried to take them out without unlacing them. And she was like, nope, that's not how you do it because you can damage the shoe. And I was like, oh my God,
go to
I'm
hell,
peeing.
Mom. Yeah, go to hell. Should have pissed on her carpet. Just, I told you I need to get to the bathroom.
No, and I remember I was like
I
trying
told you,
to
lady.
untie the double knot I always do.
Jesus Christ.
It was, yeah.
And everyone knows that if you have to pee, as soon as you see the doorknob, it's like 100 times worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and I was counting how long it would take to get to the door. And I was not expecting that interruption. So
Oh, God.
I remember that and I was like, ugh.
Not cool, mother.
Yeah.
Not cool.
Yeah. And the mom of my friend was super nice. But that time I was like,
no,
ugh.
that would be a game changer for me.
Yeah, and I was like trying to
That's like, I
take
used
them
to like
out.
your mom.
No. Ugh. And I remember that day that I was thinking, I have grass on my socks because we were playing
Yeah.
and we took our shoes off.
Yeah.
So I remember I was thinking like, am I maybe going to need to take out the socks too to go to the bathroom? Yeah. But I have that in my memory and that was terrible.
But that was ridiculous. That
I mean,
mom-
I could take them out, but it's just a
think it's
tiny
a crime.
exception. I mean, I was like 10 years old. So.
Okay,
Gabi.
I thought you were going to say like 6, but okay.
No. Maybe I was younger. Like 8, maybe, but not 6.
Okay.
But I mean, still being an adult, if you really have to go to the bathroom, you have to, period.
Hold it in. Come on. You're an
No.
adult.
Gaby dice, ¿ustedes andan con zapatos en la casa?
Yo sí.
Sí, y tengo zapatos ahorita puestos también.
Yo también los
sí.
tengo puestos. Tengo pantalón. Yo sí me baño, me visto,
Ay, pues yo también,
me
siempre.
acicalo.
Sí,
No para mí. O sea, así no vaya a salir, me alisto.
sí. No, y tampoco somos como de me baño y me pongo la pijama. Fer
Hay
hace
veces,
eso.
Fer, ¿hoy vamos a salir o no?
No. Y entonces uno
Y
la
uno
ve
es,
y
no,
se
no
vuelve
sé,
a poner
Fer,
la
y ya se está
pijama.
poniendo la pijama.
Sí, a mí sí me gusta. O sea, yo siempre me he visto.
Sí, mis hijos son más tibios
Siempre.
que yo, que no...
Pues
no
es que por
agradezco
ellos no
eso.
se bañarían.
Sí, no agradezco eso, pero sí son más tibios que yo.
Rosalind said, no, seriously, ever since my surgery to repair my Achilles tendon, I have to wear shoes. So you can't walk barefoot? Josefeo said, Marcelo, I have cats too and use pine litter for them. Sometimes I hate tracking the litter around the house with my bare feet. Ugh. That also sounds a little bit disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, God bless you cat people, but disgusting.
Bruce Jiménez dice, me incomodan las zapatillas en casa, solo las uso para salir. Sven Schart said, I would try to destroy my shoes if I had to wear them at home.
Really? See, there's a lot of like passionate people about this.
Robin said, Roslyn, can you drive stick shift? Same point. I don't get it. And Roslyn said, I can't drive stick shift. I'm so prepared.
Oh, for example,
¿Qué es stick shift?
caja de cambios.
Oh.
I can't drive
I
without
didn't
shoes.
I'm sorry, I didn't know the name of that.
Yeah. I can't, or driving a
Stick
stick.
shift.
Yeah, or, shorter version of that would be driving stick. But I can't drive
Driving
without
a
shoes.
stick? That sounds weird.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I can't drive without shoes. I can't.
No, I would never.
I always feel like my feet would get
gonna
in
get
the way.
trapped.
It's going to get in the way.
Well, it's like when people drive with flip-flops. I think it's super dangerous.
I've had to do that. It is ridiculous.
No, it's like
that should be
I think
like
it's
a crime.
dangerous. Yeah. Matthew Bunker said, always wear my Crocs indoor as well. No shoes in summer outdoors. LOL. Jose Fail said, in Vegas, you cannot be outside when the sun is out on barefoot, unless you plan to hop around from shadow to shadow. This is true all year long, regardless of the season. Hector Acuña said, now I gotta find a pair of frogs. I used to think Crocs were weird. Then I tried my friend's pair and eventually bought some once they were on sale. My dad loves Crocs. He has a lot of clogs and Crocs.
Clogs were popular when
Clogs?
yeah, clogs.
¿Qué es eso?
Como suecos.
Oh, yeah.
When my sisters were younger, they were very popular.
Emilio Sorni dice, yo siempre ando con huarache en mi casa o descalzo, aunque pura ley de Murphy me pegó en el meñico. ¿Qué es guarache?
Chanclas, me atrevo a decir, ¿no?
A ver. Guarache. Ah, mira, son como...
Chanclas.
¿No?
Sandalias.
Como suecos.
No, esos no son suecos. Sandalias, es eso.
Ah, pero es que estos eran suecos. Mira, hay unos que son destalonados atrás.
Pero
Espera.
los suecos era cuero y una suela gigante. Y ya, como la... Pon zapatos suecos. Es que mi hermana... Yo sé que mi hermana Cata tenía...
Pues yo también tuve suecos. Cacaíto acá presente debió tener suecos.
A ver, ese es sueco, pero sin ¿cómo se dice?
¿Tacón?
Sin tacón.
Eh,
Sí, los de mi
no,
hermana,
este es...
los de mi hermana creo que eran más como tradicionales, más arcaicos.
Sí, no, pero hay unos que son tradicionales colombianos, que mi hermana también tenía, mira estos. Pero es como alpargatas, ¿de pronto estás pensando alpargatas?
No, ¿cómo te ocurre? También Cata tenía alpargata. No sé por qué Cata era como autóctona.
¿Cómo así? Yo también tuve alpargatas.
Pues bueno, no, pero ¿y qué?
No, es que como lo dijiste con risa.
Pues con risa, pero no como si fuera malo.
¿Qué es esto? Busqué alpargata y dice alpargata Versace en una.
¿Ya se lo robaron?
Es que
No.
alpargatas, ahí sí no me...
No, alpargache.
Sí. Alpargata de 20 millones.
No.
Caqueiro dice, yo siempre ando en chanclas en la casa. También compré unas frogs en Cartagena como a 10,000 y son las que más amo y uso. Santi también tiene frogs de Dollar City, jajaja. Sí, pero las mías, Cami no se acuerda, eran unas rosadas. O sea, tenían toda la forma. Incluso tenían los huequitos así, pero todo era como en cosa de peluche.
Sí, fatal.
Y por dentro eran moradas.
Horrible.
Y abajo no eran duras, sino que tenían como esas huellitas de silicona para que sean antideslizantes.
O sea, tú dices que no te gusta
O sea,
andar
yo
en un
podía
tapete
doblarlo así.
y te pusiste
En
un
una
zapato
nube,
tapete.
sí, sí. Hector said,
Hector.
do you sleep with your feet tucked in the sheets? I can't sleep unless my feet stick out.
Yeah, but I sleep with
In.
socks on.
No socks for
Yeah,
me.
socks on for me.
No
Yep,
socks for
socks, 100%.
me. And sometimes I stick my feet out because I want them to be colder.
No, I'm always yeah, socks on.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you sleep with the covers here. Like you kind of trap your head.
Yeah, like under
you're
my
super
chin.
tucked.
Under my chin. Yep. Like I said, I might as well have been born with shoes.
Yeah, but I do enjoy a lot, like taking my feet out and putting it in the cover. If the cover is super cold outside, I love it. Gaby dice, yo ando descalza todo el tiempo. Cuando voy a la casa de mis papás en el campo salgo descalza todo el rato. No hay nada más rico que sentir las cosas, jaja.
No, yo también la siento, no me robe a mí el sentimiento. Sí, no venga aquí a ser juzgona con nosotros los zapateros. Lo que pasa es que si me quito porque sí, o sea, súper bonito ser Shakira y pies descalzos, pero
¿Qué estás diciendo?
habemos personas que el universo no está hecho para nosotros para sentirlo así. No, no, entonces yo me acuerdo que yo caminaba en el llano y en el llano era el pasto y el pasto salía como si fuera un cactus. O sea, el
Sí, a
pasto
veces,
era un atentado
a veces
contra
duele, a
la
veces duele.
salud pediátrica. No, no pediátrica. ¿Cómo se dice?
Pediátrica.
Pedóloga.
Podólogo.
Podóloga. Pedóloga.
Pediátricas de los pies, me encantó.
Mis pies son de bebé. Mis pies son de bebé.
Ujú.
Entonces, perdón, pero no. Por favor, no nos estigmatice
Me atoré.
a los que no podemos sentir el mundo sin zapatos. Somos personas. Somos personas.
Pediátrica.
Somos personas pediátricas.
Muy bien, Nicolás.
Pediátricos sensibles.
A ver, miremos porque me encantó que mucha gente está respondiendo sobre eso. Roslyn said, "Oh, I sleep with my feet out of
No.
the covers." Yeah, it's fresher that way.
Probably is, but
The
and I
thing
run
is that-
hot. The weird thing is that I run hot.
Yeah, but
So-
it's not like you are okay with being hot while sleeping. Like if
you're okay with me being hot.
at the
You
beginning.
always like look for me as just like
Well,
a
at the
furnace.
beginning because I'm super cold, but then sometimes you're super hot, so I have to move a little bit because
Too much.
yeah, it's too much.
I'm a furnace. I totally know this.
And I usually move the pillow,
Yeah.
so it's always cold.
So you turn it around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I bought
I never do
a
that.
pillow that doesn't get that hot, which is amazing because I don't like that.
I think they all do.
Not that much.
Yeah, I think they
No, there's
I,
others
I'm
that
sure there's some that are worse.
yours is super fresh.
Yeah, because of the feathers. That's the I think that's what keeps it cool. Danny was able to find me the type of pillow that I used to use when I was little.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I've finally, well, I never sleep, but I finally was able to
Have a comfortable pillow.
Yeah, pillows. I
was searching for it too much, like trying to match what you were describing, because it wasn't that easy to
Oh,
find.
it exists. It doesn't exist here though.
No, I had to
Order it,
buy
yeah.
it, yeah, from United States.
Yeah, it's just absurd.
Marcelo, when you said about the cats shedding,
Yeah.
Marcelo said, "Hey, dogs shed too," and Liad said,
No, but dogs are
"Marcelo,
cool."
people shed too."
Yeah.
Jose Fail said, "Marcelo, Liad, plants shed too."
Are we missing something? Insects shed too.
Robin said, 4 on the floor, 3 on the tree.
What?
I love the comments of Robin. 4 on the floor, 3 on the tree.
That sounds weird. That sounds vaguely inappropriate.
Why?
I don't know. I'm nervous about that comment. What does that mean? We're totally lost. Maybe that's a saying, but I don't know it.
So Liad said, no, you're exaggerating. You can drive with flip-flops, but honestly, it's easier to take them off and drive barefoot.
That's a crime.
Roslyn said, walking barefoot is still difficult, but I go to physical therapy twice a week, so I'm sure that it will improve. I actually had my first, and I hope only, panic attack 2 weeks ago in physical therapy.
Really? Did it have to do with the walking? With the
With the
therapy?
exercise they were giving you? Roslyn said how Nicolas described it. It was exactly how it went. Liad said, ha ha ha, people are sharing crocs/frogs in the Discord now. I want to see that. I wish someone could find my
do you guys own
frogs.
like bootleg stuff?
Oh, they're literally frogs. They're so cool.
Do you guys own, or was it a thing for you either growing up or now to own like bootleg stuff? Because that's very, very Colombian, I feel. And I grew up with tennis shoes that were so like knockoffs that I used to love them.
Oh, I think Roslyn is explaining the 4 on the floor, 3 on the tree.
Yes, please. I need.
Because Roslyn said, Robin and I are talking stick shift, so one can make a quick getaway from our imaginary serial killer. LOL.
So what does that
So,
mean?
en cuarta, no sé, en cuarta en el piso, en tercera.
What?
No, maybe I'm stretching
Oh
it.
my
Yeah.
God, what is going on? I need to know. I don't get it.
Robin said, when the stick shift used to be on the steering column, it was 3 on the tree when it was only 4 gears with the stick coming from the floor. 4 on the floor. I'm old.
No, but I used
Maybe
to
it's
remember.
like a English thing that we don't understand, like a saying that was super popular
Well,
to
no.
understand how.
I'm guessing because first was up, then you have to go down,
Yeah.
and then third was middle up, and
Yeah.
then fourth was down.
Down, yeah.
So 3 on the tree was like, remember that third is up. You
Up.
have to go
Oh,
up.
and 4 on the floor.
And
Oh,
4
I
you
get
go
it.
down. So I think I
Yeah.
get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not that, then I'm completely lost.
But I love that I thought, oh, you used the fourth
I imagined
change in
Robin
the
just
floor.
escaping on all fours, just like crawling, escaping. I don't know.
Crawling in the floor.
Yeah, and then rushing up a tree to escape, whomever was.
Ok. Margo dice, yo uso unas deportivas que solo uso dentro de casa. Comenté hace un ratito que me animé a pintar con ustedes y les mandé una foto del set que monté para poder verlos. Ay, qué bueno, Margot. Dice, manda una foto a Instagram. A ver, reviso. No había visto el mensajito. Ah, sí. Ah, claro, mira. Está el setting para Painted Lives.
Uy, pero el espacio está súper
Multitasking,
lindo.
sí. Y la iluminación está muy linda. ¿En
Sí.
dónde es, Margo? ¿Esta es la casa de Margo? Qué pena, yo toda chismosa ahí. Pero el setup está muy chévere.
Muy bonito. Muy bonita la casa. Muchas felicitaciones.
O el lugar, no sabemos si es en la
La
casa.
casa, felicitaciones.
Jose Fail said, Roslyn, I had my first panic attack after recovering from COVID. I was in the grocery store getting cat food and became overwhelmed by the labels and choices.
I mean, all of these stories have in common cats. So maybe there's a common denominator here that we're overlooking.
Mateo Sánchez dice, después de la pandemia se me olvidó ponerme zapatos en la casa, ahora solo chanclas. Yo creo que yo no tengo chanclas.
No, yo tampoco. Es que yo no cambié en la pandemia nada.
Yo tampoco.
Yo me bañaba a las 7 de la
Igual.
mañana o 6
Pero
y
yo
picho.
tampoco.
Sí.
Los dos nos bañábamos, nos arreglábamos, todo. O sea, y con arreglar me refiero, o sea, nos vestíamos, no era como... Porque yo sé que mucha gente utilizaba solo sudaderas.
Sí.
Como ropa súper, o pijama, o... No, nosotros nunca. O sea, siempre era
No.
jean, o lo que sea, el pantalón que fuera, pero... Pues sí, no, para nosotros no cambió
Yo
nada.
me pongo chaquetas adentro, hay veces me da frío, me pongo una chaqueta adentro de la casa.
Como así, yo siempre.
Sí. Ahorita tengo un saco.
Yo tengo algo que a Nicolás le parece súper tibio, que a mí me encanta, me lo regaló mi abuelita Elizabeth, que es como, mi hermana le dice la sacobija. Es como una ruana cobija, saco,
No.
un hoodie grande, cobija,
Sí.
lo máximo.
O sea, es si ropa oliera a pesebre.
Ay, no huele a nada, siempre está súper limpia.
Ya dije.
¿Qué inventas? Obvio no.
simplemente-
Alejandro Morales said, hi everyone, hi Nicolás and Danny.
Hey,
Nicholas,
Alejandro.
in some cultures, like in Germany, you have to take your shoes off when you go into someone else's place.
Oh, no. Anything they tell me to do at
Oh,
somebody
I would
else's
do it.
home,
No.
I would do.
Yeah, and the story I was telling is that's why I started by saying I follow the rules of
Yeah. We said
the
that.
owner of the house.
Oh, yeah.
Period. I mean, I think it's their house. They can say whatever they want.
Yes.
But I was talking about how I had the rush to go to the bathroom as a kid, and they were like, "Nope, your shoes," and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm peeing here." But no. Of course, we know that, and we respect that
Oh,
a
100%.
lot. Yeah.
No, if you're in somebody else's house, it doesn't matter what you think. Like,
Yeah.
you're in somebody else's house. Like, that's it.
Caqueiro dice, yo también tengo esa sacobija, jajaja. Se llama Yeti, el mío, Dani.
No,
Me lo dio Santi y ha sido de los mejores regalos de la vida. Para mí también. Yo le salí de amiga secreta a mi abuela Elizabeth, y me dio eso. Y yo decía, este es el mejor regalo que no sabía que necesitaba.
Tengo que agradecerle a tu abuela.
A mi abuelita. Y después me
Gracias.
consiguió otra. Creo que mi mamá o mi abuelo, no me acuerdo. Pero sí sé que el origen de eso fue mi abuela. Y después mi hermana se antojó y compró la sacobija.
No, qué tibieza, Dios mío.
Lo mejor del mundo.
Qué tibietud.
Andrés Gómez dice, el placer de meter la mano debajo de la almohada y sacar un pie de las cobijas. Jeje. Uy, sí. Súper refrescante. Nicolás no sabe de eso.
No.
Para él es todo así caliente, hirviendo.
No, pues ya.
Horno.
Ahora el horno. El forno. Forno, lads.
Héctor said, I sleep hot too. No socks for me. My wife likes multiple blankets and feet in. Somehow we make it work. LOL. I always put my pillow on the floor once I'm ready to sleep. Because I think you like to sleep super hot, and I like to be fresher. And we manage to sleep together too. Like sometimes I'm even, because I'm this type of person. Like I'm happy that Nicolas is kind of snuggling me, so I don't care if I'm sweating. Like if it's super hot, I would be there for a bit, and then I'm like, no, I'm dehydrating.
Yeah,
I'm sweating too much. I have to get out.
But I always move. I think I'm the first one to say, okay, that's enough.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm unconsciously, I feel like I'll just hug you for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
That's fine because I'm asleep. No, more. Because
No,
it
I don't
takes
think so.
longer for me to get to go to sleep. I think
For
we've
me,
talked
it's
about
like
this, but Nicolas
4 seconds.
has that. Yeah. He has trouble being asleep for a lot of time. Like he
Yeah.
wakes up with everything. But he's like, oh, I'm going to go to sleep. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to plug the phone to the charger. And I look at him and he's already asleep.
Yeah.
Like I'm not joking. It's a lot less than a minute.
Oh, yeah. It can be.
And sometimes I'm like, he's like, oh, I'm going to go to sleep. And I'm like, okay, did you lock the door? Nicolas? And he's like, oh, what? And I'm like, were you sleeping? Yeah.
You love messing with me when I'm like half asleep.
No.
That is so not cool.
I never do
So
that.
not cool.
I never do that. Robin said, oh, about the stick shift. Tani said, not bootleg, but people started hating on Skechers.
Skechers?
I went with the Colombian pronunciation.
Oh, I do. No, I think people here say Skechers.
No,
Yeah.
mi mamá, no mis tías. Por
Oh,
eso
okay.
traté de
Well,
pensar cuál era la...
Well, your mother.
¿Qué?
No.
Cuidadito.
No, that's a
Skechers shoes, and they're comfortable.
more of your mother thing than people thing.
And why people started hating Skechers?
Skechers.
Marcelo said bootleg stuff is in Brazil. Shoes, clothes, watches, electronic appliances, etc.
Yeah, Brazil
Here
is
too.
huge
And
too.
here too, we
Oh,
have a
we
lot
are
of
amazing.
bootleg products.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with my Red Brooks instead of Reeboks and my Rebooks instead of Reeboks. Love them. I had those two.
I've seen Abibas, Abidas, everything.
Amazing.
Roslyn said, yes, I was just overwhelmed. The recovery from this injury takes a year, and I'm only 6 months in. Some days just suck. And yes, the exercise I think are meant to push you. I'm fine. I'm working hard. Okay.
Oh, keep
yeah,
at it.
that's
Yeah,
what
it's tough.
matters.
It's very
Yeah,
tough.
yeah, because it's super tough.
I think maybe you told me, Rosalind, but what happened? Because Achilles tendon, I mean, I've seen like mega athletes like tear their Achilles tendon, so it can happen pretty much to anyone, but did something happen like traumatic?
Margo Delgado dice, sí, es mi casa, aquí pinto.
Muy linda.
Muy linda y muy bonita la luz. Leah said, Nicolas, I doubt the cat was with her at the store and you didn't have a cat with you when you had a panic attack. So I think it's a lack of cats that causes panic attacks.
I would bet there was a cat nearby.
Cats. Panic cats.
I think there was a cat nearby. I would be willing to bet.
Rosalind said, I'm relieved to know, Robin, that we are both good to be the getaway driver. When we get together, it's a possibility. LOL. Jose Fail said, I take the quote-unquote fake it till you make it to heart with clothes, with my artistic practice, with my smile. Fake it till you make it. The faking, it is just another way of getting past the writer's block. Touché. Camila Ogerman, Roslyn and Robin.
Yeah,
please
Thelma
try
and
to
Louise.
Please try to get the automatic shifts so you can escape much easier whenever the serial killer appears. Gaby dice, yo tengo una que se llama Morsa y es lo mejor que existe, Dani. Una sacobija, ¿sí ves?
Sí.
Sí, no, y yo, a ver, mi primera sacobija.
No, mi primera sacobija.
Tiene
unsubscribe.
2016.
3 palabras que
6
me hacen
años.
Unsubscribe inmediatamente. Mi primera sacobija.
Mi primera sacobija es.
Gracias, yo sería el señor de que entró y salió. Acá están pintando. Mi primera sacobija. Chao.
Roslyn said, Camila has a good point, haha. Jose Fail said, Camila, so many conversations happening and I love them all. Robin said, Camila, but what if you run outside and the only car is a stick shift?
Oh, then you do what I do in a zombie apocalypse. I don't think I would run in a zombie apocalypse. We've talked about this. I would be like, oh, just bite me. Just bite me, get this over with. Come on.
Yeah, because I think that if I'm the only one that's gonna be alive and I have to be running all the time,
I would
just
wants that?
Yeah, no,
oh,
but
Jesus.
it's kind of different because they're talking about a serial killer attack. I mean, it's not like
What?
you're gonna stop. Yeah, they were talking about running from a serial
but it's a zombie
killer.
Apocalypse. I mean,
no, because everyone's gonna be a zombie.
Let's not get too specific about it, but
no,
you're gonna.
But it's different.
The
I
end
wouldn't
is not
stop.
gonna be good in either case.
No, you can escape a serial killer.
No, I'm saying in the darkest of, I think we should stop talking, but in the darkest of cases, the ending is not going to be good. So.
Alejandro Morales said, Nicolas, I am a bit late, but are you using transparencies in the hair?
I think I'm using, so I'm going to say yes, and it's like a mix of both. So I'm using the transparent, what the paint is allowing me to do with the transparencies, which I actually really like because it's a lot brighter than it's a lot brighter, obviously, than the opaque paint. So that's like super cool. But I'm also using opaque paint.
Make it sparkle said, wow, hello. Hello.
Oh, maybe they're new, I feel.
Emilio 27 2022 dice, gracias por el proyecto de Our Painted Lives. Todos esos videos han sido muy inspiradores para mí.
Qué chévere, muy amable, muchas gracias.
Roslyn said, my tendon was completely severed.
Mm-hmm.
It's the worst. I was trying to get under a falling baby on stairs. Basically, my body wrote a check it couldn't cash.
Oh, but this was like you were trying to save the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was
a heroic thing.
Yeah.
Margo dice,
put your body on the line.
Margo dice, por aquí, por España, hay una cosa que se llama batamanta, que es una manta con 2 mangas que se pone por delante. Ay, sí la he visto. Pero, ¿esto... ¿Are we here?
Are we here? I
No,
love this.
no. It says no data. Hey, everyone. In YouTube, it said no data, and now
Maybe it's
reconnected.
restarting. Yeah, maybe it restarts.
So,
Who knows?
did you lost us for a bit?
Yeah.
Jose dice, Roslyn, I read a case study of a woman who dropped her baby on the stairs. Wow, that's...
Okay, we're getting dark there.
Yeah.
Best not. Best not.
Yeah.
I'm always
No,
you know
yeah.
how I feel with like kid stuff. It's I'm not good with that.
Roslyn said, my surgeon said this is an injury usually professional athletes deal with. Totally straight-faced, I said, I am a professional athlete. Ha ha ha. Lotus said it buffered for a second. Oh, okay, but we're here. Matthew said we lost you for a quick second.
Who knows? I mean, I think that's a OBS thing.
Yeah.
No control over that.
Jair Piñero said, damn, that red hasn't moved since you draw that line.
I know, I knew it. I scared it.
And I saw that Camila was talking about weight.
About weight?
No, wait. I don't know how to... What?
Poor computer.
It's fine. It's fine. Wait. Camila said, about the frequency of cleaning jeans, I wash them after 2 wearings. So it's supposed to be best for the jeans if you just wash them once a month. And I've heard about keeping them in the fridge, which sounds weird.
A little bit.
But yeah, here it says you should wash your jeans every 6 weeks. Washing them more than that will wear them out faster, and you'll have to buy a new pair within a year if your body chemistry makes your jeans stink after 2 days. Fold them up and let them in the freezer overnight. To deodor them, was it? Because I've heard that was good for the cotton. Like to keep the cotton okay.
No, it's because of the stink.
Wow.
Now we know. I think I'm not getting what I'm trying to do with this. Maybe it's the opposite. That's what I'm trying to do. Let me see.
I don't know what's happening. Wait.
With what?
No, with the conversation.
Yeah. I love how you say I don't know what's happening, and it's always like something. It's a cat dancing.
No, with the conversation. So, Camila said, Robin, in that case, just rip out the stick shift and break it on the serial killer's head and run with your Crocs on.
Okay, but that's like superhuman strength to break a stick shift.
Jose Fail said, some shark chomping on the internet under the sea. Rosalind said, everyone is fine, not a scratch or a bruise on the baby. She's amazing, no worries. Liat said, Nicolas, are you using a lot of transparency with the acrylics? Are you going to try a palette knife painting to keep it thick and opaque?
Oof. I don't know if these acrylics are are super good with a palette knife, though.
Roslyn said, running with the Crocs on. LOL. I'm liking your pretended scene. And Robin said, Camila, you can be on Team Rose any day. I like your fight.
Oh, Caroro.
Caroro, yeah. Or Roroger, man.
No, see?
Rorogue.
So,
Rorogue.
okay, why do you try to
Rogues.
improve something that was super good?
Rorogues. Oh, Josefale said, I need to clarify. The woman didn't drop her baby. The only injury was to the mother, a tremor in her arm resulting from the mental trauma of the guilt for picking up her cell phone in that hand.
Oh God, this story was dark. No, I can't.
I don't know. Wait.
About this story. Thank you, Danny, for picking that particular post to read. I'm super bad reading anything that has to do with children. And nothing. I can't.
Oh, no. Now I understand.
Okay, so let's
So,
dive in deeper.
if I'm not wrong, I think it was that she thought that she was dropping the baby on the stairs and she was holding her phone instead. Long story short, the resulting trauma caused tremors in her hand.
But what? I mean, and what happened?
What? Jose said, no. So I think I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Jose said she had to answer the door and almost fell down the stairs with her phone in one hand and the baby in the other.
Oh, okay.
Paula B said, sorry I'm late to the stream. Is the inspiration for the painting Gossamer from Bugs Bunny? That big red hair monster?
Oh, is that the name? I've never known the name.
Gossamer?
Never. I've never in my life. I've always liked him. I've never known the name. He's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was always like in Marvin the Martian's episodes, or like The Witch episodes also.
He was like a heart, no?
Yeah,
I always
he had like
thought
2 lumps. 2 lumps, a mouth, like 2 lumps up top, 2 eyes, mouth, hands, and sneakers. I don't think he took off his sneakers when he got home.
Emilio 2772 dice, tengo bastante experiencia dibujando, pero cuando se trata de pintar me siento muy perdido, no sé continuar y me frustro. ¿Algún consejo con eso? Pueden contestar en inglés si quieren.
Pues si quiere Emilio, pero le podemos contestar en español también.
Sí, claro.
No, porque no hay que frustrarse, es simplemente una técnica, o sea, uno no tiene por qué frustrarse porque una técnica distinta se convierte como en una especie de obstáculo. Esa parte es como la más normal porque pues siendo una técnica distinta al dibujo, pues tiene unas exigencias de otra naturaleza y uno no puede aprenderse, o sea, uno no puede aprender digamos, esos nuevos parámetros con solo, no digo que esta sea la actitud que tiene usted, pero con solo decir, no, pues si yo no sufro en tal cosa, ¿por qué no puedo hacer tal otra? No, tranquilo, de ese tiempo, tenga como un poquito más de paciencia y de ese tiempo como de aprender que, así como en algún momento tuvo que aprender a dibujar, que dibujar digamos que puede ser una de esas, de esos lenguajes que tiene un efecto sobre muchos otros, o sea, no necesariamente sobre el dibujo técnicamente, no es exclusivo al dibujo técnicamente, sino que puede también tener un efecto sobre la propia pintura, pero pues pintura también significa un proceso de aprendizaje, entonces sería bueno que se diera ese tiempo.
Quité los audífonos que ya estoy
Ah, sí, es que usar audífonos es
cansa, sí.
súper cansón.
Paula B said, haha, yeah, exactly. I never knew his name either. I had to Google it. Jose Fail said, it's like that monster had a child, or this is some flashback of Gossamer toddler age.
No, this is Samu. So,
No, yeah, but they were making the
okay.
comment of,
Yeah, but this is like an idea of Samu, really. I'm really gonna wet the paper here, but
do you want more tape?
no, I got tape here. I'm
Okay,
fine
okay.
with that. I actually don't mind feeling what that does to the paper. Like, I have to get used to that. So a good way of getting used to it is just by, kind of letting it be, I guess. Yeah, I would say, because Moleskine has a water media notebooks. It has like a watercolor notebook.
Mm-hmm.
I would say this one's not great for water media. Just absorbs way too quickly.
And do you want to try the Yubo? Maybe
next week.
okay.
Not,
oh yeah, I
yeah,
remember
not this week.
yesterday you told me
yeah,
next
not
week.
not
Yeah.
this week.
Alejandro said, "Why is that an idea of Samu?"
Oh, just the way. I mean, the most literal one is the way his hair just, he's growing out his hair, I guess, or not growing it out. He's just like, he's like, it's fine, or he likes it, or I don't know if like, probably most of his friends are also, sporting the unhealthy hair, long hair. But I don't know. I just like it. He always has this. You always think that he's not like paying attention, but he's vaguely alert. Vaguely alert. That's like what matcha does, doesn't it? Isn't it?
No.
Vaguely alert.
No.
That wasn't the thing.
Calm. ¿Cómo era?
Calm alertness.
Calm alertness. Yeah.
Yeah. With Samu is like vaguely alert.
Yeah, not calm.
Yeah. He's like you're thinking he's probably capable of reacting, but I don't know if it's a choice that he's not doing so.
Liet said, "What was the motivation to try working in acrylics?"
Just the uncomfort, discomfort, I would say. Discomfort, that's probably better. I always feel like the process of learning something means that we're going to encounter moments where, we have to put ourselves in a situation where things just don't feel quite right. And and for me, nothing is better than just using a medium that is obviously foreign to me. So
Hector was asking, have you made paper before?
I did years ago. It wasn't like a practice that I continued doing, but yeah, years ago I did.
And how was it?
It's fascinating. It's wonderful, like mixing paint or doing paper. All those things are really, really quite wonderful. But I just remember thinking, wow, wow, look at that. That's a sheet of like, very pulpy paper that I just did.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried to do something on top of that, and it ended up looking horrible.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think I didn't have the appreciation for understanding that, it doesn't have to be perfect. The idea is not for it to be absolutely flawless. It's more of a matter of saying, I'm choosing these materials to, make this my substrate. And that can be quite fascinating. But yeah, I probably didn't have that understanding when I was younger. So.
Jose Fails said, Just hearing the two of you talk about anything always inspires the writer in me, especially as you discuss words and ideas and translations and regional accents
Mm.
and slang, and I love it all. Thanks.
Yeah, don't bring the accent again, please, to the conversation.
Your regional. And Jose said just now, I need to write down quote unquote vague alertness in my notebook.
Oh, that's Samu. That's all Samu. And you can take that. You can run with that. It's all yours.
No, and thank you. That was super sweet, Jose. We're so happy that you enjoy, that all of you enjoy our company and
Well, that was
our
just Jose saying that.
inputs
but I
and
know.
our
You're
nonsense.
like extending it to everyone.
Yeah. So thank you, everyone. Again.
Okay. I love when people say that. It happens a lot in like social media
What?
that people will go, everyone has been
Yeah.
asking about, and it's like, not really. Nobody has been asking about
But
that.
no, but I love when people share things. I mean,
Oh no, but it's usually like when people are trying to push something, like a sale of something. It's like, oh my
Yeah,
god, I've received
sometimes.
so many DMs asking me about this, and deep down, I think everyone knows it's like, okay, nobody asked you.
Hector said, I've only made paper once and I had a similar experience. I had high hopes for the work I would make on it and I felt disappointed.
Oh yeah,
I put
that's
too much
literally-
pressure on the final image.
Yeah, that's literally what happened to me. But I think I was quick to dismiss it, sadly, and just because I was younger, I feel.
And did it take a lot of time? Like, was it super...
No, it doesn't.
Hard
No, not at all.
Because I
It
remember
takes time to dry, but that's about it.
when we went, when I was in high school,
Yeah.
we went to somewhere. I don't remember where. And
Story's going great.
They teached us to create paper
Okay.
with some dried flowers.
Okay.
Like we end up with, I mean, we saw all the process,
Yeah.
and they had like super big presses for that, but we could do it manually.
Yeah.
So we did it, but afterwards they just gave us a paper that was like pressed, not the ones we were doing because of the drying
oh, yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we got like a super cool paper with a lot of, like, you could feel the pulp
Right.
and the different colors of the paper they shredded.
Yeah. So recycled
and
paper. Then.
flowers. Yeah, it was recycled paper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very craftsy.
I don't know why I think it had something to do with El Archivo Nacional.
Oh.
But we went there and
That's
afterwards...
a very different thing.
No, yeah, I
Oh.
know. But we went there and afterwards we went to the other place. Or it was near the place where we made the paper. Because I remember we went to a big location.
Yeah. El Archivo Nacional is like right. It's almost like close to Plaza de Bolívar.
I've been
and-
there, yeah, I know. But what
Okay.
I am saying is
But do you
that
remember that being the place that
the
you
place
went?
we went before. So I'm
Okay.
trying to say it was near there.
Okay.
The place we did.
Okay. Don't
the
yell at me, I'm
paper.
just
No, but trust me.
messenger here.
Trust me.
Cursos de papel, archivo
No, es que quedaba cerca.
nacional.
No, ay, jeje. Tan chistosito. A ver. Hector said, it would be interesting if you made paper from the whittled bits from one of Danny's sculpture.
Oh, that's a process. That would be a whole process. Yeah. And remember, I guess you could do that at home. But we work from our apartment. So this is not like a studio that would, probably be more adequate for some of those things. No, this is just like a regular apartment.
Liet said, have you seen the hype about stone paper? I'm conflicted because it looks cool, But I know that they use a plastic as a binder, so why do you need the stone?
I worked on it once, maybe, Liat, but I don't remember having like much of an opinion or just not being so interested in it because it just it felt strange, but not super weird. So like so much so that I would just say, "Oh my god, I gotta buy like a whole a pad of this." Or I remember it was a small pad that somebody gave me, and it just felt very like I could glide over the surface quite easily. But that was about it. I didn't find anything super strange about it. Like I could tell you, I felt weirder about Mylar or like Yupo or whatever brand or whatever that is. I felt much more intrigued about using that as a surface than the stone paper. So, which is pretty much like Mylar and Yupo. They're just plastics. They're polypropylene, I feel. Polypropylene? I don't know. Need more of the expensive ochre.
Super expensive.
Yeah.
The stone paper was which one? What did you do with
A
that?
painting on top of.
Mm.
Yeah, it was like gray paper. But could you read? Could you see if you can find something, or like maybe Liat can tell us about it? But like the production part of it, because I don't know. I actually really don't know much about stone paper.
Because I'm remembering the notebook I gave you, the one that was waterproof.
Yeah,
It
I
was
think that
stone.
it was it.
Yeah.
100%.
Uh,
80%.
98.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. Um Because I found the notebook. This is the brand.
Yeah, but can you search and see how they make it, or that sort of stuff kind of interests me because I don't really know how it's produced, to be honest.
The process of stone paper making, in principle, mixes fine powder of calcite rock
Mm-hmm.
with non-toxic resin, one of which is HDPE, high density polyethylene, as well as other additives, then melted at a high temperature and formed into sheets of paper.
Oh wow, that's crazier than I thought. That now it makes sense what Liat was saying. So yeah, so if I understand it correctly, they used as a bonding agent an acrylic resin, pretty much like a plastic. Well, I mean, I know those two things are not the same thing, but and I guess they kind of strengthen it by putting like what's essentially, I don't know, pumice stone, like very fine pumice stone, maybe something like that. Wow, that's it's pretty remarkable. It's pretty incredible.
Leah said, interesting, thanks for the input. I now just put acrylic matte medium on everything, so everything feels the same. And I was looking the notebook I gave you. No, it's not. It says wood-based all-weather paper. Recycle it with standard office paper. Duracopy is a waterproof, tear-resistant, high-temperature synthetic laser printer stock made for extreme conditions or underwater use.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing, I have to say. I tried it in the shower, so
Yeah,
I gave it a shot. I really did.
Yeah, because I remember when my sister went traveling
Yeah.
because of her studies, that was the notebook they recommended.
Oh, yeah.
Because if it was raining,
yeah, for
if
outdoorsy people,
yeah,
amazing.
and if you had to go like inside water, like to cross part of a river or something, the notes would not disappear, which is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it is great. I don't know when you would need to do those two things at the same time.
What?
It's like, oh, we're crossing a river. And it's like, oh my God, I forgot to write this down.
Well, when you're making a study about something, like when you are...
I mean, cross the river and then write it.
No, if you're taking notes about because that's what my sister had to do. Like if she had to write in a specific time, like she had to do it in the moment because they were doing an investigation. So,
Well, I know, but I'm just saying if you're crossing a river, I'm not saying like you're
No,
in
but
a
think about-
canoe
yeah, but
and maybe
think
there's
about
like splashing.
but think about extreme weather.
No, I'm thinking like, yeah, maybe it's raining.
I
but
mean,
maybe
it's
you
not
do-
like, oh, I'm gonna wait until it stops raining to write what I have to write. It's easier if you have the notebook that supports everything, don't you think?
I mean, I'm not a writer, so honestly, I'm just speculating here.
A writer?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's for a writer. I think it's more for,
Well,
like, my sister. She studied ecology.
Yeah, but she
So-
was writing something because she needed to write something. So maybe anyone can write.
Data.
Anyone.
I mean, she
But-
needed data.
Right. But I'm just no. It was honest. It was just a very superficial comment saying like maybe it can wait till you're not in the river. Maybe you can wait till you're, in your tent or like underneath something or I don't know. That's all I was saying. Like it's not a bad thing.
It's fine.
It's not a bad-
No, it's fine. I just think that what
I'm just
you
kind of
and I,
imagining.
yeah, but what you
this
and I have,
desperation of saying, "Oh my God, I have to write something," and it can't wait for like a little bit until there's no water. Like maybe it can wait till night. But again, in my dumb understanding was like, well, if you're a writer, you don't have to keep notes. Like I don't know if writers keep notes every single second of every day. I don't know. Maybe you have an idea and you just put it in your head and you're just like, oh, tonight I'm going to write this. Or maybe you do. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe a cell phone is easier, nowadays. Just
no,
take
because
out-
it would get ruined if it's in water, not the notebook.
Yeah, but again, what are these conditions that you're writing in that are gonna ruin a cell phone but are not gonna ruin the paper? Like, what are these conditions? That was just my line of questioning. And it's not to you, it's just to myself. Like
No, it's fine. It's fine. But I know that my sister needed.
No,
it.
again, for outdoorsy people, fantastic. You're writing directions maybe, or I don't know. Remember not to eat this mushroom. I don't know. But you know what's amazing? Explorers 200 years ago, that paper didn't exist. They were drawing and writing and, that's all I'm saying.
Stock Effort said it's Becky Lynch from 2K20.
I don't know what that is.
2020?
But what's Becky Lynch? This character?
No, maybe. I don't know. Oh, it's a wrestler with red head.
Oh, no.
So
Oh, yeah, I don't know much about wrestling. I know I know WrestleMania was last weekend. I feel. And I know Steve Austin made an appearance, Stone Cold. But and I know Jackass was there. The Jackass dudes were there. Johnny Knoxville. But I don't follow wrestling that much nowadays, to be honest.
Liet said, oh, no, I already read the comment. Cody said, the strangest surface I've ever painted on was Duralar, which was completely transparent, so I was able to paint on both sides. I tried it because I saw Scott Fisher work that way. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, he does really cool stuff with that. Like super, super cool stuff with that.
Roslyn said Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah. Yeah, it was his name was escaping me for some reason. Like I'm doing like smaller strands. I need like a bigger strand of hair coming down. I feel such a weird painting because I feel I haven't. It almost feels like I've painted, but I haven't done anything.
Why?
I don't know. No. That's why I said it feels kind of weird. Because it's very abstract, just doing these kind of little strands of hair, and I'm trying to pay attention to like very subtle transparencies. So it's almost like stuff that is barely there, and I'm thinking that it's like super, super important. And then I see the painting, I'm like, oh my God, there's not much there. So it's one of those weird ones. It just feels like, what have I been doing for like 3 hours?
Camila Ogerman said, quote unquote, remember not to eat this mushroom. Me estoy riendo a carcajadas. Roslyn said, just watch Jazz Forever. I'm such a fan. Not a fan of wrestling, of the Jackass crew.
Oh, Jackass Forever. Yeah, I actually I have it in the computer, Danny. We have to watch it. Were you a fan of Jackass, Danny? Not a big fan of those shows?
No. Well, I remember watching them.
Yeah.
But no, like I enjoyed it, but I was going to say that I wasn't like always trying to see the show but wait, because I'm seeing and I think I really liked
Johnny Knoxville.
No, I've seen it. I know what it is, and I really liked it. The thing is that it wasn't like I saw it on MTV, but I wasn't like seeing it all the time. But it was good. It was funny. It was terrible.
If for you it was more of that skating show that people were like, it was really like terrible. There was a skating show in MTV.
Because that's what I realized. That's what I thought when you said Jackass.
Yeah.
Like the people that just climb into things and kick the face with
they're
balls.
idiots. Yeah, they were idiots.
But this that I'm seeing, I remember seeing like trying to do super risky but dumb but funny things.
Yeah.
And that was interesting.
Yeah, they're crazy. They are. I mean,
but I have to see it again. I mean, maybe at the time I didn't give it the opportunity. So, Roslyn said, my inner 12-year-old boy loves those movies. Ryan Dunk's car in the butt will never be topped. Do you know the reference?
Yeah, they're people. I mean, it's very tragic in many cases because didn't Bam Margera? No, he hasn't died. But there was the Ryan guy the one that passed away? Because I mean this was a lot of drugs too. Like these dudes were almost never like in their right mind when they were doing these things. Steve-O is crazy, but I've heard Steve-O now, and he's, it's one of those Keith Richards things that you go like, I have no idea how this dude is alive. Like there's no probability. There was no probability of him like making it out alive, because the stuff that he used to do and the just the state in which he was in when he was doing stuff. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. But yeah, wasn't Ryan the one the dude that died?
Yeah, because I looked for Ryan Don Carr, and I just saw a terrible accident because he died from a
Yeah.
terrible car crash.
Yeah. No, and those dudes were fun. Like that was my MTV like generation. Like I was probably on the not teenage side, but a little bit older. I was probably in college when they were doing that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, or maybe high school and then college. And yeah, they were crazy. They were absolutely crazy.
I do remember Bam Margera,
Yeah.
the name.
He would always play pranks
Jokes
on his dad.
on his dad, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. Roslyn said they are all sober but Bam, and yes, Ryan was in a car crash. Hector said Ryan Don died, and Robin said I think Steve-O says he doesn't believe it either.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And how old is the movie?
No, this was this year. It came out a couple of months ago, or maybe last month.
Oh, we should see it.
Yeah, I have it. I mean,
I'm open to seeing a lot
piracy?
of things. What?
No.
Rosalind said his scenes are great. Love them all. I like that it looks like he had lied.
It?
What?
Like, or who?
I said he because you said it was based on Samu.
Yeah,
So-
now I'm thinking it's like it became something else.
It looks like it had light inside, like he was emanating light.
That's pretty cool. That's cool.
Roslyn said they are in their 50s now, which makes it funny, bittersweet, all at once.
Yeah, but they're alive. I mean, how hungry are you, Danny? Because I know you.
I am, but that's
Yes.
fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Marcelo said Steve-O has a great podcast. He talks with a lot of the other jackasses about recovering from addiction, etc. I recommend it.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, that dude was. If there was a drug, I'm sure it was in his body.
Oh, and talking about podcast,
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't
I was like,
listened
talk about
to it.
drugs in your body.
No. I haven't listened to it, but the conversation we had with Teresa Oaxaca
Oh, right.
is out. If you guys want to check it out,
Oh, could you link it?
of course. So
Again, there's a lot of me thinking that her and I are of the same generation. But aside from that, I thought it was a cool conversation.
wait, because I know the podcast is called House of Oaxaca. And it's this one. And share episode. How can I
Just a link. No?
Wait. Oh no.
Oh no.
Cause look, wait. Try to open it like
Yeah.
the episode,
Yeah. So maybe it's not up.
and I can't. No, it's there. I mean, it's playing,
Yeah.
but when I do share, it says Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn.
Oh no. So no. So not that's not that type of share. I'm sorry.
But
or
I
share.
can't.
So just copy the URL. That's
But
easiest.
that's of all the podcast. It's not.
Oh, so
that.
let's do that. It doesn't matter. Like people can check out her other episodes and they can find ours. That's totally fine.
So here it is.
Here it is.
Jose said, "Oh my God, I was trying to find the Teresa Oaxaca podcast last week and couldn't find it. LOL. I didn't know it wasn't out yet. No, it was out.
I think she wrote us 2 days ago. Is it
2 days? Yeah. Yeah, because I know she sent me the link. So let me check. Oh, here. I think it's easier in the Apple podcast. That's the link she shared with me.
Oh, maybe she's using that. Is she on Spotify? Maybe she's on Spotify.
Yeah. Because I've heard it in Spotify. Not this episode, but I've heard her podcast. So
I never listened to the ones that I've been part of. I get nervous. If I listen to myself again, I'm gonna sound like super stupid, or I probably said something stupid. So I'm like, oh no, I don't want to go through that again.
So it's easier like this. I'm gonna delete the other comment, and here's the direct link if you want to check it out.
They were both very nice.
Yeah, super nice.
Super
yeah,
nice.
we had a very good conversation.
Yeah, it felt super nice.
Yeah, and we talk a lot. I mean,
Always.
they told us they had to go, like they had to run.
Yeah.
And we were talking.
Oh,
and
we
talking.
have a thing, and we just kept going.
Jose Fail said, "How can you be hungry with all this food for thought?"
Oh my God.
Max
It's worse by the day.
Max Ignatov said, "Hi guys, I'm a bit late to the party. Nicolas, how do you feel about acrylic?"
Today was a little bit different. Certainly like more playful, I guess. But it did. I started to, and I love to do things very slowly, but I started to explore like opaqueness versus transparency. So it's really interesting. It's really, really quite interesting. Much more forgiving than I thought it was at some point, I would say. Or ignorantly I thought it was at some point. So I'm very happy. This is pretty cool. I don't know if it's a medium that I would sacrifice oils for, but I'm also conscious that at some point maybe painting in oils becomes harder and harder, based on production of pigments or that would probably be the sole reason. But if it's a water, if paints suddenly become like of a water miscible, of water miscible nature, that's what I was trying to say, then I'd like to believe that I could make that transition and it wouldn't be traumatic. So it's been very, at least these 2 days, it's been very informative, I feel. It's been pretty cool. Yeah, less traumatic than I thought it was going to be, for sure. But because I was very scared, I'm still horrified. But I think it was far better than, far more noble paint than I was giving it credit.
Roslyn said, I watched the Tony Hawk documentary last night. His word Crash was filming with the Jackass guys. Crazy.
Yeah, we finished watching the Kanye one.
A very good documentary.
Oh yeah, I mean, hard not to feel for him. I think. I mean, it's looking from the outside, it's just like, oh my God, here's like a super, as famous as you could be human being, but absolutely brilliant. I think both Danny and I were like shocked at how just brilliant that dude is at what he does.
Yeah.
Amazing. I mean, it is amazing how, how committed he was, how just laser focused he was, unrelenting he was.
And like, since he was a child.
Yeah. Incredible.
Like super crazy.
Incredible. And, as a story of just not giving up and not overcoming, not waiting for people to give you permission, and just like going for it, believing in yourself and going for things. I mean, there's so much of that story that could have been just probably one of the most incredible stories of creative people just really pushing in life and overcoming a ton of adversity. It's incredible. If it wasn't for the part that you realize, oh wow, there are issues here, and very obvious issues that he is conscious of also, and he tries to deal with. But you can tell when he's talking and when he just leaves, like when he's gone, and you're like, oh my God, what is he talking about? Like, what is going on here? But it's very clear that he has to deal with those issues.
But I do think it's more like a cry for help.
It does.
Because when, like before I saw the documentary, I was like, oh, it's just for the show. Yeah. It's just for paparazzi. But then you see the show and you understand that there's a lot of things behind him that the media doesn't show you. Because they like this, like the show of
the drama.
Yeah.
And
the show of, oh, he's crazy. Oh, he did this. Oh, he did. But maybe it's a cry for help that no one has heard. So
I think it was, and I think it was a fantastic. I mean, we were talking with Danny, and we were saying, who else does this? Like, who else's life?
He improvises.
Oh yeah, no, it's his rapping skills just ridiculous. Yeah. But no. But what we were talking about, Danny, I was referring to, like, who has 20 years of their life like kind of recorded.
Oh yeah.
Like.
Yeah, that's
amazing.
All in his friends' hands.
Yeah, that dude.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, Cootie was amazing.
So crazy, yeah.
Yeah, incredible that that
he kept
just
them.
Kept going. And
yeah, because he was like, we weren't speaking, and he still kept them.
Yeah,
like he kept all the things he recorded of his lives.
Yeah, it must have been like, hundreds of hours and hours and hours of like mini DVDs. Of just recorded conversations
and like cassettes also.
I think
like the
probably
yeah,
like VHS or cassettes or amazing, absolutely amazing.
Roslyn said, "It is amazing how artistic he is, but it's sad. It's a sad life in a way."
Oh yeah, I think it's a tragedy in the end. Yeah. You realize, like, again, an incredibly rich human being. Mm-hmm. How kind of surrounded he is, and yet how lonely he is. It's
because it's also heartbroken, breaking. I'm sorry, 'cause I don't know if I don't want to spoil, but when
try to be like,
what I'm trying to say is that when you realize that the people that know him from many years ago even feel bad for being there or recording what he's saying.
Yeah,
like I know it's not okay because he's not okay, so I'm not okay showing this part of him.
Yeah.
Jose Fail said, "Where can we watch this documentary?"
Oh, Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah. But it's I think as a documentary, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's actually really
Really good.
really fascinating. Because I could say that I was one of those people that would fall into the category of saying, "Oh my God, Kanye is just, he's just crazy."
Yeah, what I said, like before seeing it, I was like, "Oh, he's just," and sometimes I even thought he's calling for attention. He just wants the public to be there. But then you realize
Yeah, no, this is far deeper
it's
than that.
yeah. Because I do think that media dehumanizes people a lot.
Entirely. Yeah.
And it's terrible because you just make laugh of them, like you make fun of them, you judge them because what they do, but you just see the part the media is showing. You
Yeah.
don't really get to know what's happening.
And I guess in some sense, like, their lives are so, like, they might as well live on another planet. Like, people that are this rich and famous. Because their lives look nothing like the lives of just regular people like you and me. And I think many times for regular people, the way to almost take back some of that power that when the other people is telling you, "Hi, I'm vacationing," and it's a yacht in the middle of like the Mediterranean, and you go like, "Yeah, who does that? Nobody does that." Like this private yacht, and they're like, "Yeah, life is great," and you're thinking, "Yeah, my definition of life is great is like I took my shoes
Having
off
a
today."
pizza.
Yeah. And I think part of like us being mean or like saying, "Oh my God, he's crazy," and being like prejudiced and super quick to judge, it's almost like a way of taking back that power that you say, these guys are like somewhere, like they're from another planet. When they want to go to Disney, they close Disney World. Like, who does that? So
It's like when we were seeing Succession.
oh yeah, that's amazing.
Which is like, I can relate with the human being, but not with the life of the human being. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, entirely.
Yeah. Cody said, "You guys are well on your way to having a large chunk of your lives documented like that."
It's crazy.
I've never thought about that.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, it's a little different
Yeah.
because we are we are like in control of what we say
Yeah.
to each other, and
when we show what we want to show, and when we stop.
yeah,
Because I think that go ahead.
No,
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say it's still very scary to know that we are live, and if we say something stupid, like it's on us. It's gonna be on us, but we know that. Like we kind of we very quickly understood the sort of responsibility that you have when you are like your words, you can't edit them. Like you're in charge of your words. If you want to express something better, you have the space, you have the time to do so. So you can't just say as an excuse like, "Oh no, I was misunderstood." It's like, no, it's like, I mean, this is your place and you're choosing to say those things.
Yeah.
So I think we understand that, but it is pretty freaky to think that we've chosen, two people that are, I would say that both of us are kind of private. Actually.
I would say super private.
Yeah, that we were comfortable.
Which sounds
doing this.
weird. I mean, we're saying this live when there's a lot of people here, but trust us, we are super private. Like I've even told you guys that my Instagram was private for almost all the time since I created it. Like I never posted anything. I was like super, super private. That's just how I am. Because I do feel that we share things here, but I still feel that we're super private.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Samu and Fer are, I think their lives in many ways have been documented also by stuff that we've done. But still, Samu and Fer are very precious and private to my life and to our life.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of know. I think we've recognized where those limits lie. So
yeah.
And that's good, I feel.
And again, it's cool when you are the one that's deciding
Yes.
what you
exactly.
share and what you don't. Because
Yeah.
I think that when people are super famous, now that we were talking about Kanye, it's like they do something and there's a paparazzi, and it's like they don't want to share this part of them. They're just always in the spot. So
Yeah.
everything they are doing is documented.
Yeah.
And that is kind of injusto? Not
Unjust,
fair? Yeah,
unfair,
unjust. Yeah. Roslyn said, I have never seen a single Kardashian show. Random, but it made me think of them.
Oh, but I think this is honestly I have never seen an episode of of a Kardashian show.
No, me
never
neither.
ever in my life. Like I'm not into any of those things.
I would be.
This is no. I'm no judgment. It's the same way I'm with like soap operas. Like I've never watched a
Yeah.
soap opera in my life, and that's fine. I
Yeah,
know
but I've
that-
never seen the Kardashians.
Yeah, but I think this is different. This is like a really well told story. I
And
feel.
the tone of it is
Oh,
super
yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Because I think the tone of the other one is more about like the Kardashian show is more like the chit chat between
Yeah.
them being celebrities.
Yeah.
But I think that this one has a very different
Oh,
tone
and this was
and super
this
intimate
is real.
too.
This is like, I mean, you can tell like there's editing done to tell a story,
Hmm.
but in no way is a story that's trying to be. I think he's being super fair to Kanye because it's his friend, but you can tell, for example, when he's hurt when he knows that Kanye has become too famous for him.
That he forgot his
Like
name.
he is hurt.
Yeah, I was broken.
And he shows you how hurt he is. So there is, I think it's really, really well done. Really, really
Yeah.
well done. It's pretty amazing, actually.
And again, it's amazing that he has the footage to talk about all that.
Yeah.
Like he documented 20 years, so he has the footage to talk about everything, the good thing, the bad things, the sad things.
Yeah.
Hector said, I love the Kanye documentary too, especially the moments with his mom. His mom was amazing.
His mom was his rock. Like you could
Yeah.
tell that's.
But no, because we're kind of spoiling.
It's not. No. But yeah, I mean, his life is his life. But I didn't know this because I don't know. I didn't know much about. I mean, aside from the things that you kind of know just from popular, discourse.
From the news also.
Right, or from just pop culture.
Hmm.
But for example, I didn't know that they were so close, and you realize like he breaks when his mom is gone. Like he completely breaks.
And she was amazing.
She was incredible. She was you totally understand how she was like this necessary person
like
that
down
was
to
grounding
earth.
him.
Yeah.
She was absolutely essential in his
Yeah.
life.
Yes.
It's a very
Very
tragic
good
story. Yeah.
Yeah, but very well documented.
Yeah.
Like Dear Zachary. If
Oh,
you
God.
haven't seen
No,
it,
that is a tragedy.
best documentary.
Yeah, but that's a
But I'm talking about the documentary. It's the best documentary I've seen.
separate type of tragedy. That's a horrendous tragedy.
Hector said, I have to leave, but I've enjoyed the conversation today and looking forward to seeing the painting on Instagram. Have a good day, everyone.
Oh, thank you. I think
Have
I'm
an
gonna be
excellent
done
day,
in the
Hector.
next 5 minutes. Not even, I feel. Because I think that there's a cool sort of enigmatic nature to like a character to this being
Mhm.
that if I keep going, it's if I go too far, I feel it becomes a little too explicit. So I want it to be just there, kind of like we speak about this a lot, like enunciated, just barely enough information to give you like a sense of what's there, but then you have to run with it.
Broslin said, I really like Dear Zachary, Danny.
Oh God.
Best documentary
Yeah,
ever.
I mean it's
But it's the best
as an
documentary
audio
ever.
visual
I mean,
piece, it's amazing. It's as a story. Oh my God.
hmm.
No. I can't. You know me. I can't deal with that. I just can't. It destroys me.
Oh, it destroys me too.
Yeah,
I mean, I
no,
cry
I'm not-
like no. I was gonna say I cry like crazy every time I see it. I think I haven't seen it in a while, so maybe I would rewatch it. But I cry like crazy. But I do like about like the true crime stories.
Mm?
Like I'm also super invested in knowing the story,
Yeah.
and it hits me so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, we're just like different in that sense that.
No,
if-
you prefer not to see it.
Yeah, when something
Period,
hits me
yeah.
so bad, I'm like, no, I'm out.
Cut it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out. I don't want to. I don't need to know more of the story. I don't need to know how this ends. I don't need to know
Anything else?
how
yeah.
unjust it was. Like I just can't. I can't deal with it. I can't.
Camila Ogerman said, "Yes, dear Zachary broke my heart."
Oh,
Me
Jesus.
too. And when I saw it the first time, I remember I had to stop it for a bit, and I was like, I really felt brokenhearted. When you feel like the pain in the chest, that like you're crying, but you're feeling like that pain, like if it was something happening to you.
Oh, it breaks you. Yeah.
Yeah,
literally breaks
it
you.
really broke my heart. Like I was unconsolable.
Yeah. I just get way too overwhelmed with those things. Way too much for me. I know myself, and it's like way too much.
Yeah, but I do appreciate like the beauty of the documentary.
Oh.
Not saying it's a beautiful story, of
No,
course. No,
no.
it's a heartbreaking story. But I do think that it's like I can't even think about how the documentary came to be. Like
Oh,
it
yeah.
was meant to be told in the voice of the person that told it, because I think he was able to be involved and to tell the story the best he could tell it, because it's a terrible story.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, it's terrible, but I still say it's my favorite documentary, and I would say it always, because I think it's absolutely heartbreaking.
Breaking.
Cody said, "I love true crime stories or murder mystery type stuff. I have never seen Dear Zachary though, so I don't know what it's about." You should watch it, Cody. Yeah.
Yeah, let's leave it at that.
Robin said, "I can't watch it." That's fine too. I mean, I think that would be the stand of Nicolas if he knew what it was
before?
about.
I didn't
Yeah.
know what it was. Mind you, I didn't know anything.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm laughing, but I'm laughing because I remember how it happened.
It's like one of our first dates.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything. We were talking like super light talk, like, oh, what's your favorite movie?
But you know me. Now you know me. And you know that, I mean, you asked, oh, what's your favorite movie? And I was like, no, I can't think about a movie, but I have a favorite documentary. And you were like,
Again.
oh, fine. We can see it. And I was like, mind you, I would cry. And you were like, no, it's fine. Let's see it. And I remember when I went, like when I arrived, you had
Popcorn.
like popcorn. Yeah, you had like we bought some beer, if I'm not wrong, the one
Yeah.
with the elephant.
I mean, we were having like a movie
like you were
day.
super
It was
playful,
like a date.
and I was like, hey, this has a different tone. But you were like, no, I'm up to it. I mean, if you like it, I want to see it.
I thought it was going to be baby lions, or maybe the a baby penguin, and just the story of a baby penguin. Maybe he, his mother is just gets lost, and suddenly they reunite in the end. I was like, no. I've seen enough wild documentaries to know that these things like pull at your heartstrings. Like I can deal with this. Like, don't worry. And then she just drops this on me. Like, are you kidding me? That was a red flag, by the way. That was
Why a red flag? No.
It's not a first date movie. It's just not.
But why no? Because I think you can appreciate the beauty of the documentary.
No, I mean, I I absolutely
I mean,
adore you, but
again, it's a masterpiece.
that was too much for.
Well, maybe you thought I was too light.
No.
Like super light conversation, super
What?
light.
What? No. Of
Yeah, because
course
you
not.
said you thought it was gonna be a lighter.
Well, because that's usually what people when they're dating. There's like the first
But
movies
that's
they
not
see.
me. I
The
mean,
first movies they watch are like whatever movie.
No,
they're
but it's
fun,
not
or
like
they're
you-
like, you can talk about them.
no. If you tell me what's your favorite documentary, I'm not gonna say, oh, the penguin, and just because I'm dating. No, you now know me. I mean,
No, I know.
that's
I know.
why I told you 10 times. Like, this is hard. Do you really want to see it? And you were like, oh yeah, I'm totally fine
Again,
with it.
I was thinking of Baby Penguin being lost. that was my extent of like.
Kakero said, I have to watch it. Where can I find it, Danny? I think it's on YouTube. I saw it, the complete movie on YouTube, the complete documentary. Here's the name. Yeah.
Did you have it in your computer or what? Did we?
On YouTube.
No,
It's
because
on
we watched
YouTube.
it on like.
Maybe I had it in a USB.
Yeah, I think so.
But let me see, because I think it's still on YouTube. Oh, it's also in Prime Video.
Yeah, but we can't.
No, I'm seeing. I'm just, I was looking where it is.
For Colombia, remember that we can't access U.S. Amazon stuff
Complete
unless you have like a VPN.
documentary. Oh, it's in YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, great.
I have it here. I'm gonna send the link if anyone wants to see it.
Oh, Jesus.
You don't have to. It's gonna break your heart.
Yeah,
But if you want to,
warning, like real warning,
Here
because
it
this is. Anyways, I think I'm nearing the end.
yeah, and my stomach is eating my skin.
That sounds not right.
Roslyn said, by the way, disclaimer, I hate recommending movies. People
But-
and days and life can change so often that books and movies hit differently. That's
Yes.
completely true. That said,
There was a button there.
any Jackass movie only should be watched after a long day of physical therapy with no kids in the house. Any murder mystery is my favorite genre. Cody, the new Batman was awesome. I do enjoy a lot murder mysteries. My favorite podcast is Crime Junkies.
Should I put I'm thinking about putting like
When?
a little. Let me see if I can do this quickly.
A logo?
No. It's like a little.
Oh, los cuerditas. The
Yeah.
tiny cords things from the hoodie. From the Houdini. Roslyn said, yes, Crime Junkies. They are amazing.
I don't even know if this is gonna work, but
Cody said, I'm watching the trailer of Dear Zachary right now, but Nicholas has freaked me out. I would even recommend Cody not to see the trailer, because I think you could spoil the whole story, and it hits differently. So if you really want to see it, close the trailer and just give it a try.
I mean, I gave enough warnings, and I don't think they are unfounded. So. This looks kind of dumb.
Mi prima dice, Dani, encontré otro que se llama Murder with My Husband, que es otro podcast de crímenes muy bueno y tienen un TikTok súper cool. Voy a mirarlo. Sí, porque yo había visto uno que se llamaba My Favorite Murder, pero siento que le meten como humor y me sentí un poco incómoda. Entonces no lo escuché. Pero sé que ese es el más popular de True Crime, creo. Sí, no, creo que estoy bien. Roslyn said, it is super sad, Cody. Cody said, oh geez, damn, I'm turned now, haha. I didn't turn the trailer off, though, so, well, we'll see, I guess. Alejandro said, have you all seen Night Watching?
No.
Night Watching? No. No.
Okay, 30 seconds, Danny.
This one, have you seen it?
No. No. What? What is that?
A movie?
No. Oh, it's Rembrandt of the,
It says Rembrandt
literally-
takes up the commission to paint a portrait of the Amsterdam's musketeer. Militia?
Yeah.
When he stumbles upon a murder conspiracy, he decides to expose the conspirations through his paintings.
Oh, stop it. So it's just using the night watch as the sort of backdrop for a murder mystery.
But that's super cool. That sounds like cool.
That sounds like Da Vinci Code. Okay, I'm going to leave it because it's very weird and it's strange, but it's kind of cool. But it was fun. So look at that paper. I mean, it took a beating. So I think I'm going to leave it. I think it's kind of cool.
I think it's cool too.
Yeah, I think it's kind of dumb, but I think it's kind of cool. So I like it. I really like it. I like that I'm giving myself the chance to do these. So that was super fun. So should we finish it?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. So that was it for today. I think we ran long. How long did we go? Like 3.5?
3:15.
Okay. So that's not bad.
No, it's maybe the hunger.
Yeah, we've got.
It's making it longer.
Yeah, we've had longer.
The hunger's making it longer.
Yeah, that sounds vaguely inappropriate.
Obvious.
Yeah.
No, what?
I don't know. You're the one that says all these inappropriate things. So we're gonna see you maybe tomorrow we can't see you guys.
Because I still have to go to
Danny
the
has an appointment.
hair salon.
Yeah, and
to see if maybe I can get something fixed.
she can salvage her hair.
Or I could get home to cry. Get back home to cry.
So we'll see, and if we don't do it tomorrow, we'll do it on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
That's our promise. Okay.
So we'll see you soon.
Soon-ish.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here.
And there's not a strand of us that doesn't want to be here tomorrow, and we'll try to be here. We will comb every surface.
Wow, you're going super strong.
Yeah. Trying to find a little bit of strength so that we can always be here for you. Help me out
That
here.
one with ginger. I don't know.
Help me out. And we'll drink some ginger ale.
Thank you, everyone.
I was running on fumes.
Yeah, you were.
I was done.
Rosalind said, glad to be here.
Yeah, thank you.
So we'll see you soon.
Soon.
Ring the bell so you can know when we're here. Bye, everyone. Thank you.